All right. So, as the camera pans in, the first rays of dawn are painting the sleepy town of Westvale in soft hues of gold and pink, as a thin layer of frost just clings to the dirt streets and wisps of smoke curl lazily from some of the nearby chimneys. Near the edge of the town, bore the blacksmith shop, a group of townsfolk look to start gathering around. Their faces look to be etched with concern. As the usually crystal clear river that flows through the town has turned an ominous shade of green, and a foul stench hangs in the air. Strange creatures are being reported spotted lurking in murky waters nearby, and rumors of the goblin incursion are all but adding to the growing unease. As these townsfolk are huddling together, sharing worried glances, a lone figure emerges from inside of this forge. Or the blacksmith. If you've spent any time here in Westvale, you've probably run into this figure a couple of times. He's a friendly guy that is always willing to offer a help and labor to anybody who needs like a day's work. Many of you have probably run small tasks for him, like fetching water, bringing coal, obtaining a delivery of materials and the like. And it seems as though he's posted all of these posters about town, having to do with inquiring about people getting together to investigate the source of this pollutant upstream. As the camera opens up, who is the first to step into the light from among the players? Who's first on this scene?
Shikari can step forward.
What do we see?
Well, when you look at Shikari, she's 14 feet tall, with deep maroon scales. She has small flint blue claws on her feet and hands, and they match the color of like the dragon-like horns between her floppy leathery ears. She has a friendly serpent-like face dominated by blue eyes. They're almost turquoise. She wears unusual clothes for a kobold, showing she likely didn't grow up in a community of her own kind. Her long, simple tunic is belted by utilitarian strips of linen, and it drapes around her body so that her tail snakes out the back. The end of her tail isn't furry or scaly, but it almost seems like tipped by velvet and an even darker shade of maroon than her scales. She carries an infinite book bag of holding that rests against her left hip, and she wears it like a crossbody with a strap on her right shoulder. She usually has a couple books in her hands. In this case, she has one. And she has a crossbow strapped to her back. She also has some leather satchels strapped to her belt, and you probably can't see, I don't know if he's nearby, but she might have Kobak in the background with his saddlebags and her provisions. But she'll step forward and say, "Well, hello. My name's Shikari. I'm new to these parts, but I'm happy to contribute to the party, willing to investigate."
You're the one that was selling those books round the corner, yes?
Books, and if there's anything that interests you, I'd be happy to look through my stalls.
Glad to have a learned scholar among those interested in this shared problem.
Could be some of these books will prove helpful in identifying the source.
Excellent. Who's the second to step into the light?
I could here.
Describe what we see approaching.
So you would see a really tall, probably like 6'3" tallish individual. Her skin is like stained an ashen gray color. She has like super dark navy hair, piercing like hazily deep brownish. Hazel and brown are different, but go with me on this journey, guys. Um, piercing eyes. I know her face looks blue on this picture, but it is like an ashen gray color pretty much all throughout her body. She has some flowy robes that drape over her, along with a lot of jewelry, shinies, trinkets of like she likes anything shiny. So she has a head wrap that's just kind of draped over her head. It's really flowy. And as she approaches, and on her arm is another individual walking in the similar direction.
And he is slightly shorter than her, just about 6 feet tall, very slight build, has, sort of shoulder length white hair, and he is behaving very solicitously towards her. Seems to be trying to keep an eye out for her. And you can hear him sort of saying under his breath, "Mistress, are you sure you wish to do this? Could be dangerous."
Do you believe this would be the very best time to test out some new ideas I've come across?
But I've promised your parents that I have to take care of you, and I genuinely do not believe it's the right thing to do to put yourself in danger.
I feel compelled to go down this. If Ray can do it, so can I.
If you insist, mistress.
What's the worst that could happen?
Many, many things, mistress.
Oh, come now. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And they step forward towards this blacksmith.
As you approach, you can see Bor the blacksmith is stood there in the doorway. One of his eyes flashes with this arcane light as one of his false eyes, as I don't know the 5th edition term for it, but the common magic item that's a replacement eye. And you can see it flashes, just basically giving a quick once over of any sort of items of value across the gathered people here, looking in particular for any sort of magical items. Quick detect magic goes across the crowd. As some of the townspeople calm down, as he starts coughing a little bit, looking like he's ready to clear his throat. Who's the next to step up?
I'll go. You hear from the back of the crowd, excuse me, please. I need to get through. Excuse me. I have a delivery for the blacksmith. As you see a Ryan, can you make me big? I don't know how to make me big. Yeah. You see a man smoking a long cigarette. He's got long brown hair and a beard. Um Auburn skin from being in the sun all the time. He has gray eyes, and if you look closely, you see they seem to be the eyes of someone a lot older than the young body they're in now. Um, he's got a mule with him, and the mule's leading a cart, and it's got some blacksmith coal that he just got back from delivery with. Yeah, I need to get through. And then he's gonna pull his cart up to the blacksmith shop.
Yastrev, just right round the side, if you wouldn't mind holding off on the delivery for a moment. There's a bit of a problem that concerns all of us. If you've a moment, I'd like you to hear me out.
Anything
Just
for you,
waiting for
friend.
the last few to wander in. It is early, after all, but the trek could be long.
I am willing to go if you need helping hands.
In all the willing hands that we can get. Who is the next to approach? 6 to 7 feet.
No, we're not.
And I hope it didn't come too dear cost. Wonderful.
And who is the last to approach?
Oh, God, is it me? Go ahead, Rachel.
No, you go ahead. I have something planned.
Oh, God, I was doing art stuff. Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. I'll do it. I need to pay attention to the game anyway. Hold on. I got a giant Bantu on my stream here. Let me fix this real quick.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
that. I wish we found that
Uh,
art for Adelante. That would have been perfect.
Yeah. So you see, let me pull up my own little character sheet here so I can get the right stats. This small but curvaceous woman is 3'6". She has incredibly long black hair with, and it seems to shimmer like the night sky, like stars passing through the night sky. It's braided and there's some hair rings inside of it. She has a deep copper skin and a very round and inviting face. Tattoos all over her arms, and she seems to be carrying, she's carrying a very large sword on her back, and she also has what looks like essentially a cudgel or warhammer. It's a wooden instrument that people would think maybe it's used for war. And she comes up, she's got a little hitch in her giddy up, and she says, oh, hi there. It's a pleasure to meet you again, boy. What needs to be done?
We have a bit of a problem upstream, it seems. All right, I believe that's everybody.
No, actually, I've been here the entire time. I've been here. No one really looked at me. Rian has been there the entire time. She fades into the background, very
hello.
plain looking. That's all. Fades into the background. You can see she's got her hair up in a ponytail. She's wearing goggle-like glasses. Her armor looks very ill-fitting, very put together. She's carrying a ton of stuff on her back. Her backpack looks full to bursting. She's got spears, nets kind of on her back. You can distinctly kind of smell a fish, smell some fish from her. And she looks very uncomfortable as everyone's glancing at her. But yes, she has been there the entire time. It's just no one's noticed. You feel like that happens a lot.
Even with the fish smell?
Even with the fucking fish smell, yeah. As a matter of fact, as soon as you recognize this, it kind of just fades away. Yes, honey. That's all.
Nearby,
I'm sorry,
you
Lucas.
hear one of the other townsfolk whispering, "You ain't gonna get no cave crappers to get me to leave this freehold. No way." Other murmurings, "If we can't have peace, why not? I'm tired of watching younglings die, underestimating just goblins every year."
Be fair, let's all admit that if given no other options, one would crap in a cave. And second of all, yes, absolutely, we should defend ourselves, and you should defend yourselves. And we hope that this can come to some sort of resolution, even if it does come to violence. But that's something to be met when the goblins are met.
And they both start murmuring to themselves as Bor raises his hands up and says, "I appreciate all of you showing interest at this early an hour, but it seems as though they've all got a problem in mind that we are all like to share in, it seems, as our quality of water seems to have taken upon itself some sort of infection or the like. There is some sort of fungus that is sourced upstream that has spread out to our drinking waters, and it's becoming a bit of a pollutant as well for us forward workers. As you can see," and he grabs like one of the swords among a row of swords lined up along the wall nearby, places it onto the anvil in front of him, raises up his blacksmith's hammer, and just cracks open this sword with what looks like little effort on his part. The blade shatters across the anvil, and he just throws the pieces down into the floor in front of him. "The impurities found inside of the water are causing all sorts of abnormalities in the iron. It's going to make a problem for us to build more arms and armor to help ward off large gatherings of these goblins. First and foremost, I think we should all agree that our problem that needs to be addressed immediately is whatever is causing this upstream. It needs to be investigated and dealt with before we can even attempt to talk about defending such a locale from goblins." And there's a couple of more murmurings around. "Your goblins living this close to Westvale? Are you stupid or stupid? Next thing you know, their kid will be here with axes and spears to kill us for all we got. Never met a snot-nosed goblin that wasn't 2 seconds away from a throat slitting either." And there's like, it causes a bit of a murmur in the crowd as Bor like raises his hands up. So, "No, I'm not asking all of us to just throw our spears down and wander willy-nilly off into the forest to investigate this. Of course, we're going to keep guards posted, but I would not like to ask a single lone individual to take this troublesome burden upon themselves with what dangers lie beyond." And there's another murmuring of roaring about the crowd. Like, "But who's going to do that? It's basically a suicide mission. Who knows what else is out there besides goblins? No means of coming back if you run into some of them." And Bor, kind of like trying to calm the masses, once again starts stirring up. "In addition to providing such arms and armor for any individuals that would volunteer for such a mission, I would be willing to put forth the efforts to imbue some of their arms and armor with runes at my forge here. Some sorts of resistance runes or blade wards. If they are willing to step forward, I can spend my time here while they are taking care of whatever is troubling us upriver. Then we can all attempt to belay these troubles as much as possible. If we can all work together. But I need somebody to start volunteering."
Question. This sword that you smashed here, was it also imbued with runes, and the pollution of the water still allowed an imbued sword to be destroyed, or was it not imbued with any sort of magic?
"This sword was an ordinary sword, but the water's impurities are causing enough problems that it's not nearly as durable as it should be."
So even if it were imbued with runes, it still would not be powerful enough to defeat the goblins.
Honestly, I'm afraid of that the iron as it stands currently can't withstand the runic process of carving them.
See, so this is the only solution at hand.
If you want magic weapons forged here, we're going to need to solve our water problems.
Indeed.
They're just goblins. I don't see why we can't just go and confront them and deal with the issue.
Well, I see your logic. Just goblins can be dealt with, I think, in small packs. But as the good kind villager was good enough to put out, we don't know how many there are. While a small group or group of goblins might be easily defeated, we could be dealing with hundreds. I hate to, speculate wildly, but we don't know what's out there. Indeed.
Yeah, but they don't know how many of us there are either.
Right, and as I'm counting, it seemed like a handful.
I've never known goblins to be of the most, intellectual group. So I don't know. Maybe if we freak them out enough, they'll just move on.
Mistress, what are you doing? You've never fought goblins before.
Small band of intelligent fighters can certainly terrorize a large group of goblins.
Easily, one would think. I can't say how far, as I haven't made the trek myself, but it's a recent issue. As just not but a couple of nights before, we didn't have this fungus growing up on our shores.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely in. It sounds like quite an adventure. Oh, Bontu. And I'm gonna fix it for him. I'm gonna stick up one more finger.
Like I said before, I'm also in.
Right, I almost forgot the smell of fish, and I'm going to tick up another finger.
Thank you. Yes.
We'll definitely be there. I will raise mine and Eon's hand together.
I'm just gonna close his hand and lower it down and pat it. Like, you beautiful dummy, you.
Well, like I said, I appreciate it, and if there's anything you need for your journey, let me know. I'd be happy to supply what I'm able.
If you could keep an eye on Torrent and my cart till I make it back. I do not believe this journey will be safe for them.
You're welcome to stable them here in my yard until you return.
Well, thank you.
I think I'll also leave Kodak behind while trusty and sturdy. It might not be advantageous or subtle for traveling.
That is a
I've
majestic
never
beast.
cared for an axbeak before, but as long as it's friendly, I suppose we can get along.
Carrion. So, as much cabbage as you can give him, although don't stand downwind.
Who would have thought with a face like that?
Well, you should be worried about the other end, really.
Right then. Well, if there's 6 of you are ready,
I'm
the sooner
going.
the
Sorry.
better.
Oh, that's great. I'm included. That's good. So do we just go, or is there more?
I'm gonna go.
to
Yeah,
this?
he said
Oh.
upriver, so it's just this way. So I'm Crow is going to drag Eon, and we are just gonna start walking
Could we
south,
hold on just a
north,
moment?
whichever way is upriver.
Oh, you changed
Perhaps
your
we
name,
should
damn
stop
it.
by the smiths to have that take him up on that offer of runes. Just for the road, for on the weapons we all have right now. I see we all have various instruments, all strapped to our backs conveniently. Very smart. But perhaps we take him up on the runes offer.
That's probably a good idea. I'm just really excited, you know?
Hey, excited as well. Let's get this done. Let's get some runes going.
All right then.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm sorry. We've been traveling for a while, and so like actually being able to like face something head on is just like, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. Let me take
I
a second.
love your enthusiasm. I'm loving it.
All right. I might not have enough to equip everybody at the moment, but I wasn't expecting so many volunteers, if I'm being honest. But I'm plenty appreciative, and I can try working on some more before you return. Or at least upon your return, we can work something out. But I've got a Blade
Okay.
Ward rune that can go on somebody's armor.
Okay.
I've got long striding laces. I'm still working out boots strong enough to keep up with them. And resistance rune.
See, and so the idea is that this is upon return. I understand now.
I've got one of each available now.
Indeed.
And I can equip more upon your success.
Oh, that is nice.
Go for the
Okay.
strongest fighter amongst us.
You want a showdown? Fight to the death right here?
I wouldn't say we should expend our resources in such a trivial way, but I don't know. It seems like we have a few strapping young gentlemen around us. Who would say they
And look at her with her muscles, and she's gonna point to Bree. How do you pronounce your
Howdy.
name? Briar.
Briarios.
Okay.
Bree for sure.
Briarios.
Howdy.
Okay. So if I call
can
you
call
Bree,
me
it's
Bree.
okay.
Or you can call me Mama B, whatever you find that suits your fancy.
Briarios is shorter than I am, indeed. It could be advantageous to perhaps give a little extra boost to those of us of the shorter variety.
Who's the slowest among you? Perhaps these long striding laces could give you an additional 10 feet of movement speed
I can walk 30 feet at a time.
for one combat.
I'm sorry. I was doing a lot of art. So are these like temporary boons, the kind of things?
These are like spell scrolls that he's got available. He's got
Oh.
one Blade Ward rune, one long striding laces, and a resistance rune. So the Blade Ward gives minus 1d4 to attack rolls against you. The long striding laces give 10 feet of movement speed for one combat. And the resistance rune gives minus 1d4 damage of acid, bludgeoning, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, piercing, poison, radiant, slashing, or thunder.
Oh my gosh.
If no one's opposed, I would love to take the shoelaces. My little legs could use a little assistance, making sure that I get right up into combat.
I as well like fighting on the front line. Maybe the resistance would be most beneficial on me.
Yeah, I think so. Then we have the Blade Ward rune.
Perhaps to our strongest fighter?
Wait, what does the blade board do again?
D4 off of physical attacks against you.
Whoever's got the weakest of armors, I would recommend, holds on to a Blade Ward.
Oh, I see.
I'm not going to make too many assumptions.
Some of you look more like casters than
seems
fighters, if I'm
interested
being
in it.
honest.
I look at Chikari. I guess you didn't spend too much time out in the sun, did you? She just kind of flexes her arm, and it's kind of like well-cured hide. Still looks smooth, but you could tell that there's like thickness to the skin. Oh, just a lot of time out in the field and out in the sun. Oh, do you have bad knees? Oh, that's a terrible thing to lose. I'm gonna have to work on my voice. I was trying to go southern, but everyone's voices are making me forget how to speak.
I am just doing Victor from Arcane, but dropping it an octave.
100%. I thought that you were doing Victor from Arcane, and I was like, not all Russians are Victor from Arcane. Okay, no,
But it's a good one, and I can do
Good,
it.
you nailed it.
It's a
Thank
fun
you.
one.
It didn't go so well.
If I slip into Jamaican at some point, it's because I'm workshopping.
Just remember your catchphrase, whatever it is, to get you back into your accent.
I know. It's bad though. It
Oh.
doesn't. No, not like what I say is bad. It's like it's a bad catchphrase because I have to do like a whole conversation in my head to get it, and it's bad.
I
do.
couldn't say a British accent until I screamed English pride.
It's usually
I
"Hello,
see.
governor" for me.
I see. Jace. JB not.
That's why I don't play female characters because I can't do good female voices.
Something need to weak.
Well, if you're all ready, I'm ready to head down the road as well.
Just so we're clear, we got Bantu with Blade Ward rune, Briarios with Long Striding Laces, and Yastreb with the Resistance rune.
Yes.
All right. Didn't you say he had 2 of everything?
One of each.
1 of each, and then 1 more when we get back. Got it. Okay.
Now,
But everyone's gonna take the
I
feedback,
can
right?
move just about as fast as everybody else, but my area of expertise is close combat. So, in case someone really needs to get away, we might want to hold on to these laces until it's absolutely necessary.
Well, I've definitely had to run away a time or two, so I'm glad you keep those in your back pocket.
Let's hope we don't need to make too much use of them.
How tall, bro?
Never know.
So each of the
6'3".
rune or laces lasts for 1 combat. Because it's like
Yeah.
a spell scroll, so it
Yeah,
works.
single level spell. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Is it a bonus action to activate?
Crumbles.
Or an action to activate?
Ooh, spell scrolls. Don't know.
Are they in action?
I would assume it's an action, magic action, right?
So, yeah, 'cause I think long striding's a bonus action
It is. Yeah. Good thing I don't have it on my list.
now. Let's see.
I'm curious about that. I'm going to read that up because I didn't even think about spell scrolls when I was looking through the handbook.
Resistance is an action. And
Because they do have magic actions now, but I don't know if spell scrolls fall into that.
Blade Ward is an action. Long
Oh,
action too.
oh shit.
Not a bonus action.
Um,
They're all in action.
if it's not on your spell list, you still have to provide the material components for the spell.
Oh.
That's
Really?
a weird caveat that carried
For a
over.
spell scroll?
I think you guys are capable of finding a pinch of dirt.
Well, I know. I don't remember that in 2014. It's a carryover from 3rd edition.
Just wait until we find out that we're fighting in a desert or in a rock cave that has no dirt.
Sorry, that's sand,
Wait.
not
We're
dirt.
right here. I'm gonna grab some dirt. It's technically on my spell list because I have Magic Initiate, so I'm fine with mine. But if
You
I have to
added
give it to
bar
someone,
of dirt to your backpack.
yeah. But they actually don't. I'm gonna actually look at the magic. Let's see if it's in there.
I'll just scrape from under my claws. I'm sure there's some left under there.
You know what? I have dirt on my hands. It should be all right.
Like I would imagine, like casting the spell cleans your nails because it just uses that as the spell.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe I
fine.
should get that on my spell list just for the cleaning of the nails.
I imagine it like when Magneto breaks out of prison and all the metal just sort of gets sucked out of his
Oh,
body.
pulls iron out of some dude's body.
Yeah.
So who's making a nature and who's making a survival check for the party?
I'm pretty
Following
decent
the
at
river upstream.
survival. I did work as a scout for the Fellowship for a little bit.
+6 if we're going to be plain about it. And also my nature is a +4. Ooh.
I'm
Rain
not
coming
very
in
good at
from
either
the
of those
back
things.
smelling of fish with a 21.
Where are you seeing her rolls?
I don't know. I saw it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
D&D
it,
Beyond.
the campaign chat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did the Beyond 20 extension break?
Probably.
For me,
Did you
I
click
don't know.
features and
I saw
traits?
everyone's roll and it didn't go into roll 20. I think it broke again.
no, I'm on my school account. I'm doing several things at once, and
That's why.
with my
Yeah,
school
no
account,
extensions on the school account. Right?
it does not allow it. So,
You're rolling. I found where you're rolling, so I've got that window open now.
so
Pop
Rian,
it out and slide it to the side.
Rian got a roll of 21 for nature.
I take that to mean Rianne is stepping forward to lead the party.
Heck yeah, she is.
Who's good at survival, by the way?
Rayan,
Who's good at being out in the woods?
I am
Rachel, how do you
proficient.
pronounce your
I'm really
character's
good.
name?
Rian or Rian?
Rianne.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Let
Can you
me
say it one more
actually.
time?
Rian?
Ran?
Rian.
Ran.
You know what? Say it however you want. Again, that's
Okay.
completely in character. If you call her Rain, Rains, it fits in. It fits in with her character. That is not my name. Not even close, but really you're kind of big, so I would suppose that
It's my
I have-
name now.
I don't know what a teddy bear is, but okay.
The new interface is most pleasing to look at.
Let's see if I do this right.
Just giant Yoda.
I think it's so strange, Nick, that you're playing a stupid Yoda. The contradiction there.
You guys are continuing to follow. You can catch every so often this strange fungus just lining the river, and the stench gets a little bit more pungent the further upriver you go, and you're continuing to travel for a couple of miles, and you come across this first split, this fork in the river, where to the left-hand side of the fork, the river is clearly a much more pungent green tint to it, and it looks as though water seems to be flowing out. Rianne notices outward from this little cave opening right about here. And particularly around there seems to be some more of this mossy fungus growth.
Are there any
And
fish?
roll
Oh,
the
sorry. Whoop.
perception check.
Are you serious? Rachel.
16 for Rian.
Rianne, you can also see across the way, lying and starting to get a little bit covered up by some of that fungus, is what looks like a goblinoid. lying
Oh.
there face down in the river. And upon emerging from the tree line, you can see one of these trees looking across the way, just kind of observing what sounds like a very angry grizzly bear somewhere in the northern woods. As every so often a loud can be heard growling out from those trees.
Okay, that's not good. Okay, yeah, that's not good. Oof. Team, is that what we call each other when we're outside of this, right? Team? People?
Feel natural, perhaps comrade, if that works for you. Or...
Oh, okay, comrades. I don't really like that. Okay,
All right, Monty.
brothers and sisters in arms. I see a goblin over there. I think, I think it might be dead or very hurt. I think we need to help it, or I mean, it might already be dead. But I know from my village, one time, a fishwife decided to get rid of some fish heads, and she put it in the well, and then everyone kind of went crazy for a bit because the water is no longer drinkable.
So perhaps this is what's poisoning the water.
I mean, it could be, yes. Are there any fish in the river that that Rian can kind of see?
You had a 21 nature check. I mean,
I had.
staring at the stream for a little while, you can. It lacks the normal presence of like all the small fish that would normally make this river stream their ecosystem.
Okay, so it's devoid of life.
It's empty of life.
Well, that's not good. I mean, also as we were walking, I looked down and I saw in the river nothing is alive. So, I mean, it could be the main source, but I mean, usually fish are much more durable, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I could volunteer to get that goblin out. Also, I think there's a bear in the woods. Okay, do you want a companion, a friend, a sister in arms to help you?
Rayan, as you are volunteering yourself, the large tree to your side starts to slowly turn and like arcing its body down as this massive face looks down towards you. You would volunteer to remove the growth from this stream. That would be most helpful.
Is that tree talking? Is
It
that
is.
I've never talked to a tree. Do I just call him? Do I just answer the question, or do I have to put anything in front of it, like an honorific, like your
Just-
barkiness or your leafiness? What do I do in this situation? I'm very much out of my depth right over here. I think the
Crow's gonna
closest thing
step
that I've
up
ever
and she's
had will
gonna
do.
look to the tree and she's gonna be like, Mr. Tree Sir, yes, we would be absolutely thrilled to take away this growth from these from the water.
I think we should be careful because if that corpse was perhaps put there intentionally, could be a trap. They could be watching from the woods, waiting for someone to come and try to remove the corpse. And so I think we should go about it quietly and stealthily. And where is Bantu?
Oh,
Watch out for the bear.
Bantu is leaping across the stream as this tree ant. His attention is diverted upwards at this miraculous spectacle of athleticism He says, "You should warn your idiot friend about all the dangerous things in these woods."
Oh, don't worry, he's not our friend.
I turned my back for 1 second and he wanders off immediately. That's just classic
I mean,
Bontu.
As Bontu, the sounds of some sort of an upset grizzly bear gets louder and louder, and you can hear all sorts of leaves rustling in these woods up above you and further within. It seems as though the tree line here is all aflutter with movement.
Can I do a
can
Certainly try. Bontu, roll me an intimidation check. Shikari, roll me a perception check or nature check if that's better for you.
They're both pretty good. Hopefully. Ooh, a 13. We have to cross it. Well, I guess our cover's effectively blown. Should we just run after him?
I mean, of course. I could go get the
Can't
corpse.
jump over the river.
I have a stick. I have a rope. I have a spear.
Well,
if
to
I
you smart
I
folk,
could cut off
how
the-
far away do you think it is roughly?
Oh, goodness. If I'm using the measuring tape.
Mistress,
I mean,
please let these other people go first. You must
I
stay
mean,
towards
kind
the
of
back.
like 1.5.
Oh yeah, I'm not going first.
One and at least 3 lines worth. Maybe
Can we
2.5
tell how deep the
lines?
river is?
It doesn't look to be more than a couple of feet at its deepest point.
To be fair, that's like chest high / almost to some people's heads. So some,
Yeah.
some of our heads. Okay.
But it's not a very deep river. More
I
of a
can carry
shallow-
you, Chikari, if you need it.
Which way are we?
That should be helpful. I'd like to go help and see if we can get this corpse out with rain. I think that's the primary objective. And if our cover's blown, we may as well just hustle that way as quickly as possible.
Treant reaches up into its trunk, and from a small knotted hole that has been just emptied out on the side of its head, it reaches this twig-like branch of its hand in and produces out this golden acorn. And it stretches its arm down and just places it on the pathway that you guys are walking along. It says, "If you can clear out the source of this contamination, I want to offer this as my gratitude. Swallowing this acorn conveys the benefits of your regular potions of healing, but it also provides the benefits of a lesser restoration."
I understand one of that. I didn't understand the rest of it. But thank you. I appreciate that your leafiness, oakiness. What are you, birch? Oak?
Best of luck to you,
Mesquite.
and I hope you fare better than the goblins.
Fare better than the goblins. What do you mean by that, sir? Are all the goblins dead? What killed them?
Bontu, it's a large stone that's buried in the earth over there. You could start chopping down a tree to make a bridge.
No.
Can Rian tie? She has a rope because I fucking remembered a rope. Can she tie a rope to a spear and then throw the spear over this place? Yes. Can she do that?
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh no, no, no. 17.
No problem, Rian.
get it wrong. It's fine. It's with her character. Keep in mind, she, in all intents and purposes, should have probably stayed an NPC for the rest of her life.
Okay, so it's Ryan, like Brine.
Rian.
Ryan. Okay, I think I can do that.
I'm not going to be able to do that with my accent.
Rian.
Hear that, Eon? They've made it able for us to cross.
Well, my little lizard friend, there was a pack of goblins that came rustling by, causing all kinds of commotion. They went stirring about inside of that cave over there. I think only one of them made it out, but so did a number of all sorts of terrible sapperlings.
What is a sapperling?
I can't see how little trees could be a problem.
Just tending your garden.
Just tending to the garden. This is personal.
And Rien, Bontu, and Yaztrev, what are your passive perception scores?
14.
14.
Hey, 14 buddies.
Oh,
Pretty
I'm
good,
sorry.
gang.
My passive is 12. That was my
Aw, almost was 14 buddies.
As there's another horrible scream of a bear just growling out. And you guys can start to see charging roughly in your direction from the north of this map a very furious looking grizzly bear that is flailing its arms this way and that. It looks to be wildly possessed, covered in all sorts of sticks and twigs and thorns, and it is just barreling its way through these woods.
Barreling.
If I can get everybody
I
to
think
roll
what-
me some initiative. Where's the initiative tracker now?
I told you there was a bear.
Don't do it, go
I'm not worried.
I mean, I also said that there was a bear, but you know what? It doesn't matter who else said it. Just like I keep saying that Okay.
Hypothetically, could I have cast mage armor before?
Along your travels, definitely.
Okay,
The
cool.
first time you heard a bear growling, definitely.
Oh, I clicked it several times. You're
Well,
welcome.
Powerful is a net.
It catches
I don't know.
fish.
Have we met a net?
I have a net.
I am a net the destroyer.
One, two, three, four. Who am I missing?
Oh, are we rolling for initiative? Sorry.
Yes, Rianne got 24.
Rain.
Jesus, kid.
Cool. So I have and
Or
use my
Ren.
nat one for the night. I
Rian.
won't get any more. That's
Ryan, Rian.
Rachel,
Wee.
kid.
What?
You got a 24 on your initiative roll, is what?
I did, yes. Wait, did I? I
That's what
did.
I'm seeing. Rianne
I
got
mean,
a 24 initiative roll.
Rian's pulling up hot. I feel I really don't want her to die because I really like her story.
You got a total of 3. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit, I can't hear you.
6. Who am I
I
missing?
cannot hear anyone.
Can anyone else hear us?
Lucas.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
I hear
Okay.
you.
Rachel, can you?
Rachel,
can-
probably just unplugged your headset.
Lucas, did you roll initiative? I think Lucas is MIA. She's BRB. Okay. Then
I think Lucas is raging out to heavy metal music.
Okay, wait.
It's
Where are
around.
we? What's going on?
We are fighting a bear.
Oh no, I could barely.
Well, some of you are
continue
fighting a
saying
bear.
that.
You can
I can't
bear
bear it anymore.
Um,
How
You know, I have a hooded lantern.
all the time.
Oh
I
yeah.
could throw it in the forest. Have the forest catch on fire. No, we're going to do a
You know,
non-fire
this-
run.
We tried to sneak up on this, but we were barely ready.
Ha ha ha.
Didn't. All right. So, starting off with Rianne. You were the first to see this bear that is just barreling down on your party
Ah.
members. With your 14 passive perception, you know you have to act, and you are the fastest. What would you like to
Do. Fuck. Is the forest adding any cover to the bear?
do? A little bit, yeah. Hard to get a clear shot through all these trees.
Okay. Well, I mean, Rian's. That's 220 to 60 feet. That is 30 feet. Well, Rian's going to take a spear that she carried after she untied it from the rope, and she's going to throw it at the bear.
Roping the bear.
Me mom's a bear. Yes. So that's going to be. Was that a natural one?
Oh no.
Was that a natural one? Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you throw the wrong end of your rope with that.
Yeah, she gets ready. She's like, okay, yeah, I've got this. It's just like a big fish. And she's so used to throwing it down that it lands right at her feet. It did not go far. She is not used to throwing it at things. Spearfishing. Oops.
It's a giant, terrifying bear.
Yeah.
It's a lot more different than, like, the fish in the ocean.
Yeah, she's kind of going to stare at it.
Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. She's gonna unstrap the trident from her back after just looking at the spear for like a second and get ready.
Okay. Any movement or bonus actions that you'd like to take?
She does not know what to do. She'll take a step back. Oh, that was a 1, so might as well put that on the board.
I rolled a 20 for my initiative. It just didn't come up if that goes on board.
I think
You
you
have
did.
no dex?
I have 0 dexterity.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, yeah.
Dexterity is my dump stat. I am lots of wisdom.
Well, Yas, if it helps, the bear also rolled a natural 20 for its initiative, but it does have a dex modifier.
Da.
And this bear is going to very angrily just start charging its way forward. Bantu, I'm going to need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh,
as
shit.
This bear is just coming straight for you.
You mean it barreling at me?
You shouldn't have run up there.
24, natural 20 unsave.
Oh shit.
24,
that
you
was
managed
another?
to kind of divert some of the momentum of the bear and push it off into the side as it skids around. You can see it's wildly flailing at a number of these sticks and twigs all around its form that seem to be poking and piercing into its hide at all sorts of uncomfortable angles, like it has just run through a thicket of wilderbrush. And this thing in its flurry is going just swinging its claws wildly. Bontu, that is going to be an 8 and
8 miss.
and a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit. Oh wait, I silvery barbs.
Ooh.
I say, no bear,
That
go
will drop
away.
it down
No.
to a 9 to hit.
Excellent. I give Yastrev advantage.
Excellent. Yastrev!
Oh,
All Bantu spells except mending are verbal spells, so he does all casting with just his words.
that's cool.
That makes your list a little bit, doesn't it?
Sorry, but my eyes light up when cast spells.
Can I have a free nature check to see if there's
No.
anything abnormal about these? I feel bad. He just gave me advantage.
Sure,
Can I
roll
use-
me a nature check.
Can I have advantage on the nature check?
If it gives, yeah, I think it gives the next D20 roll advantage, right? Or
He could choose to use it.
Yeah. the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. It makes.
15.
Yastrev, you see, like, taking a moment to focus on what's going around, you can see some of those twigs and thorns writhing and moving about. Like they are living creatures that are burrowing into and around this bear. Something that you are familiar with known as twig blights.
Can we keep it? It's so cute.
Why is that the first reaction? How do twig blights feel about water?
It's so cute.
Okay, man, calm down.
We can have a colony of them.
You know, twig blights are vulnerable to fire, but they're not particularly put off by water. But these ones, on occasion, seem to have streaks of that fungus like algae growing upon each of them. Like a green streak in common.
Okay. Yastreb's gonna pull out his claymore and approach it. He's going to call out to those in the back who can cast fire magic. I think it's vulnerable to fire because of the things around it. And I think that's my turn. Bonus
Right.
actions?
Bonus action?
No bonus action.
Okay. The twig blights are going to start wildly flailing around, just shooting all sorts of thorns out from their immediate radius. Yastrev, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 within 5 feet of you. So, make some rolls. That is going to be a 12, a 7, a natural 1, a 19, an 18, a 6, and a 9.
Well, 2 of them hit me.
2 of them hit for 7 damage total.
Ooh, that hurt.
Bantu, the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are in reach of you. 2 of them are swinging at you.
Oh,
That's a natural 1 and a 21 total
21 hit.
for 2 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And the rest are going to swing at the bear.
Assholes.
And the bear is going to take some damage.
Not the
Bear, he's innocent and just so sad. But
And the bear,
I'm so
upon getting
conflicted.
stabbed a couple more times by these little twig blights, is going to keep on roaring out and flailing around. Bantu.
Bantu tried grabbing little twig guy and ripping him off bear and snapping in half. I don't know.
All right, feel free to roll me a opposed grapple check
Okay.
or straight attack roll.
Athletics 16.
Right? 16 pulls him off.
Can I just take hand axe to it now?
Take hand axe to it now.
Take hand axe to it. 21.
Yeah, dumb orc. That sounds like fun.
8 slashing.
Next character, dumb orc.
Just shatters this twig blight, like slicing through a small bundle of sticks. It just crumples and stops moving like broken twigs.
That action and bonus section. That's everything. End of turn.
Crow.
That poor bear, he just has so many little splinter guys. I would like to target one of them. And I would like to cast Hellfire.
Oh, nice.
Fireball over there.
Like fire. Hellfire.
Charisma save. What is this?
It's Hellfire!
About to get the Sarah
A
Connor
negative
treatment.
1 on the twig blight's charisma save.
Nice.
So it takes 6 damage,
It does.
destroying another one. What's it look like as the hellfire consumes the twig blight?
It's just gonna be like this little spark that kind of ignites underneath its foot, and like I assume that the adorable creature that it is tries to like stomp it out as it makes it greater and just like encompasses the entirety of the small little twig being, and he just like kind of poofs out in like a quick little eruption of flame. He's so cute, and I feel so bad.
Well, you gotta save the bear, right? Kill those sapperlings.
It's just torture.
Eon Bendra.
All right, so
Oh shit! Could I have moved? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Okay, I would have liked to gotten a little bit closer, not like crazy, but exactly my movement. There we go.
all right, so Iabindra is going to move and try to position himself in between Crow and the danger over there. And since she moved her full complement, yeah, that means I've got a double move to get in front of her.
Yeah, I could have stepped back a little bit. I just happened to click exactly. Like I'm not held on this.
Why don't you go
There we
like
go.
there you go and then bend
Yeah.
back one. Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
You guys coordinate. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, we
And-
know how it goes. I overstep and you reel me back in.
Exactly.
Mistress, please.
And I am going to cast Hex on the bear.
Hex on the bear.
I feel like our HPs are all not right.
And I'm going to give it disadvantage on strength ability checks.
What's that?
15. Is it because I'm showing the wrong stat?
Holy
It doesn't actually take any damage at this point.
Wow, we are level
Nice.
1. I'm like, this can't be right.
I can see everyone's HPs, but re-ends.
Did that fix it?
Re-ends?
Nope.
No.
Damn it.
Like
Ri-
all
the
the should
Ryans?
all players.
Ryan?
I
Ryan?
was hoping that.
Ryan.
Try to re-
Her character's name is Ryan.
It's Ryan. Oh no.
Try a refresh.
I will attempt a refresh.
Refreshing. Refreshing. Refreshing.
It is there now.
Hey.
Rianne the hit point deceiver. After hexing is an action. Hex is a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's all I'm going to do. Position
All
myself in front of Crow, Hex the bear, disadvantage on strength ability checks, and I'm done.
Briarios.
All right. Bree is going to cast a spell.
Spellcaster.
I'm a spellcaster.
What?
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, I like where this is going.
So she'll come up calmly.
Well, wait. I have a question. What's
Yeah.
the casting time on Speak with Animals?
In action.
Okay.
And she'll come out with a very motherly instinct and presence and say, "Hey there, little bear. What's going on? How can we help you?"
And from the other side, in response, you hear horrible screaming, like he's being stabbed by a dozen knives all over his body. And like hearing this calm voice, the bear spins from Bontu to look for the source of this. And you can see this hex spell swirling around him presently as he locks eyes with you, and like a look of worry washes over him. And you just like you can make out that the bear is implying that he needs help.
All right.
Like, he is enraged because he's being stabbed. He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah. He's in fight mode of
He
fight
is
or flight
getting
for sure. Bree will call out, "Everyone, the bear is being harmed by those little creatures. If we can take them off, the bear will calm down." And Bree will jump the gap, and she can't do any actions this turn, but she's going to grab out her warhammer, or as she likes to call it, a tutukia. It's like a one-handed gaffy stick from Star Wars. So it's got that large bulb on the end, and she pulls that out, and she puts one hand out to the bear. "I'm going to help you. Don't harm us. If you can, bite those twigs off yourself." And she will be ready for next turn.
Briarios, roll me an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Let's go.
That's not gonna
Nicely
go.
done. Shikari.
Mama Bear is here. Come on, let's go.
That's why she's the goat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Save the bear, y'all.
30 feet, and I'm going to use my draconic cry. I'm gonna puff up my chest really, 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 really big, for a 4-foot tall kobold. And then I'm gonna put my finger in front of my lips, and I'm going to very, very loudly the twig creatures, like a librarian would.
You just shush these creatures?
She's shushing them.
Yes!
What do I need, a con save?
I love Chikari.
So I let out a cry at enemies within 10 feet. Until the start of my next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against the enemies that can hear you. You can use this 2 times for long rest, so that's 1.
Everyone but the bear?
Advantage against the twig things.
And then I'm going to pull out one of my darts, and I'm going to aim at one of the twig things, and I'm going to fire.
Let loose the darts of war.
Oh, so the voice thing was a bonus action?
Yes. It's
That's
listed in one of my
awesome.
bonus actions, yeah. 16 to hit.
16.
I love the image of the little
Roll
kobold
it again,
just
just
like,
in case you hit, because you gave everyone advantage.
That's an
16 still hits.
Yeah, so it's a 1d4 plus 2. 6 damage.
Snaps through another twig broken off of the bear. Quarter of them are down. Rain. Ryan. Reen. Ryan?
Reen. I like Reen.
9.
Rin Tosaka.
Oh, that's from Fate. That's why I know
It
that
is!
name.
Yes! Thank you, Nick.
Nerds.
Hear me now.
Shut up, Jeremy.
Yes, I heard you, Rachel.
You of all
I've
people,
got
Jeremy.
30,000 Warhammer figures
Well, yeah,
behind me on the
I
shelf.
can say it.
Okay. Reen's going to take out her trident. She is going to move closer to the bear. And she is going to...
You know
Attempt-
what? I love the poetic justice that we all get to mess up Rachel's name after all the years of her calling, Roger Roberts and everyone else different names. So we get to mess with her name.
Justice indeed.
Justice.
But she is going to... If you hit a creature with the trident, you can force it to make a con save. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I don't think I'll be able to do that. But she's going to try to stab at some of the creatures
You have
with a
advantage.
trident.
Yeah,
With advantage, yeah.
to swing at the twig blights. I
Very
don't
tiny
think you have
folks.
advantage to swing at the bear.
Don't hit the bear.
No, she's not going to hit the bear. Don't hit the bear. Don't hit the bear. Don't hit the bear. Don't hit the bear. How do I roll with advantage on roll
Left
20?
shift.
I'm assuming you're
shift.
not granting advantage if she's swinging at the bear. Is why I phrased it like that.
I see. I see.
Okay, I got a
Yeah, you excluded the
21
bear. Right?
21, yeah.
and
Are you gonna die?
a 21.
20 hits.
Yay!
Roll damage for each of those. Or I guess that
Okay,
was the
wait.
first one?
Wait, why did I? No. That was to roll for advantage. For some reason, it's not letting me roll for advantage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's because that's the beyond 20 thing. I
Ah,
don't think you can actually do
fucking
that
goddamn it.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You have
just
to roll
rolled
twice.
twice.
Yeah.
6.
6 damage destroys the twig blight closest to you. A third of them down.
You know what? Second
No,
wind.
what?
Yeah, that's. Oh wait, second wind.
Second wind.
Do I have?
I thought you
level?
were a fighter.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
if
a
they allow
fighter.
me
Yeah,
to.
Yeah,
monk.
we're level 1.
Aren't you a monk?
No, I changed.
Damn it! Now I gotta go fix everything. Rachel,
I know.
you,
Sorry.
You don't get action surge till level 2.
Okay, never mind. She's done.
All right.
Man, I gotta go to my notebook. I gotta go change
Go to the
PCs.
brown bear that starts flailing and hits one of the twig blights. First, destroying it. And with that, Yas Trev is up.
I would like to reach out to the bear and use that rune that was given to me by the blacksmith on the bear so he has resistance against all those little stabby things.
All right. What's it
And
look like as you attach this rune onto this wounded, wild, just crazy bear that is being attacked and swarmed by these twig blights?
So I like to think as like one of the twig blights are like in the way I grab it and throw it as it latches back onto the bear, as I make a sign of the Empire subconsciously before I slap the rune down.
Beautiful.
And
As go ahead.
And then bonus action, I'll make the same symbol and then it's just like a quick I don't know what the sign of the Empire was. Whatever it is, I bring it in front of my 2 fingers up in front of my face and bring them down as a golden light heals me. And then I will second wind.
Nice. Yastram.
For 6.
Well,
And
that's
that'll be
neat.
my turn.
All right. And now the twig blights. They are going to
No.
unsuccessfully attack the bear. Unsuccessfully attack at the bear. Those are going to attack at Rien. Rien, that's a 9 and a 12 to hit, which I don't think is going to do it.
9
It
and
does
12 for
not, no.
Bantu? Oh, Rian.
Briarios, this is a 17 and a 10 to hit.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Wait for me.
For 4 points of piercing damage.
Wait for who?
Uh-huh.
For
I got
Briarios.
hit by a twig. You're good.
Oh,
Hikari.
I forgot.
That is
I forgot my
a
bonus action last turn.
11 and a 23 to hit.
Like, do I have to tell you or?
Yes.
So the 11 misses. I have a 15 AC.
So the 23 will deal 4 points of piercing damage
Oh,
to you.
damn.
Okay,
Scotty, don't be up in the front.
9. And the last swing going at Bontu for a 7 to hit is not going to do it.
Nope.
Bontu.
On tip.
Okay. I guess we save actions. Hand axe one little dude. 23 to hit. 8 slashing.
23 hit little dude. Kill little dude with 8 slashing.
Pretty sure I can pull out other hand axe and slash other little dude with 2 weapon fighting.
Offhand other dude.
Bonus action. 23 to hit.
23 still hits.
So you only get the
boy's
damage
consistent.
die, right?
Only 3 damage.
Destroys another twig blight off of this man.
Nice.
That Bantu's turn.
Bro.
Okay, Crow is going to target another cute little twig being with Hellfire because they seem to really not like Hellfire.
Not particularly.
For 6 again. Unless they can pass a charisma saving throw.
You see. Nope, not with a 10. So that is 4 fire and 4 necrotic for 8 damage to the twig blight because they're vulnerable to fire, and that's going to destroy that twig blight. Burning away at it as it's consumed by necrotic fire.
Don't worry, Mr. Bear. Almost all gone.
What do you say?
And Riarios, you can understand that it's basically saying, "Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Thank you." Eon Benra.
Okay, so he's basically just going to hold. If any of these things come close to Crow and attempt to make an attack on her or anything, he'll attack them. But he is basically a non-combatant.
You get where you are, or Amanda?
No, I didn't want to move. Thank you.
Okay. Then you two will hold back over there. Briarios.
I'm gonna rage. Gonna rage.
Get a rage.
So her paternal instincts are kicking in. Maternal instincts, I should say. And there's like the people that are on the other side of the bear can't really see, but maybe Chikari and Yas. The center of her chest, like underneath her clothes, begins to start glowing, and her eyes go a little green as you see her body tense and tighten as she's about ready to fuck up some little twig blights. I can't do the cool thing that Bantu just did because I didn't realize that my Warhammer was not a light weapon. But I can fuck this shit up, so I'm going to hit one with my Warhammer.
All right.
And I have advantage because of the scream from old Chikari.
The shush, more like.
18.
18 hits.
Oh, minimum damage. 7.
7 damage. Destroys another twig blight.
Oh,
There are
good.
2 of them left.
Because I have the push property, it flies 10 feet away. That's it.
Flies off.
Yeah.
And splinters.
And I'll just try to comfort the bear. Don't worry, little bear. Just a little bit longer.
So I can't really reach this wood sprite over here, correct? But I can reach this one?
They're both within melee if you need them to be.
Okay, cool. Because I had 2-weapon fighting too, but then I also had another question about that. You have to use a different weapon, right?
I believe so.
So I have like my dart, and then I don't unarmed strike. I guess would that
Sure.
count? Yeah.
Sure.
Weapon fighting with nothing. No.
Sure.
Well,
So-
your unarmed
Well,
strike
with the
technically
cat-
doesn't have the light property, so you can't.
Could I? And I can't mix it with like a cantrip. Then could I?
No.
No,
Okay.
that's like a
You have two
Eldritch
darts?
Knight fighter deal.
So I need another. I need another light.
Do you have like a
weapon.
dagger or something?
Do you have another
No,
dart?
and I should get one.
Or
That's
two
a dart.
darts? Do you have 2 darts?
Doesn't it have to be a different?
I
You could
have dagger
you
in my.
could have like 2 daggers. Like
I
as long as
have
they're
dagger
separate
in
weapons.
boot.
In my
Weapon
mind,
fighting.
I was thinking different types. Okay, no, that
No,
makes
no,
more
no.
sense.
As long as it's not, you
Darts-
can't like, I'm gonna hit with a dagger in my hand and transfer it to my offhand and then strike again. You have to have 2 separate
You
weapons.
can't do the
That would
Aria
be
drop
cool.
it from your one
Yeah,
hand.
yeah,
to
that
the
don't
other and
count.
make a fucking swing on the same
Rogues
turn.
get that later.
I see. I get it now. Okay, cool. So that makes this easier. I thought I needed to
Pull
like.
out fucking knitting needles and start yamming them into people.
That's a great idea. I'm going to use my 2-weapon fighting
Terrifying.
to attack. My until the start of your next turn. So my Draconic Cry is no longer effective. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw 1 dart at one of the sprites and 1 dart at the other.
Perfect.
That's a 19.
19 hits.
Wow.
Oh, and a 6.
6 misses.
So for the one of the damage rolls, it is 4 damage.
4 damage destroys
Nice.
the penultimate
Evie.
twig blight.
And I'm gonna pass.
Twig first twig.
And with that, Rian is up.
All right. Okay. There's only one left.
Sorry, there's 2 left. There was 1 hidden behind a health bar.
Ah, fuck.
No, that one's mine. Don't put it over there.
You see, they
I'm
keep
gonna-
flying around on the bear. Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna hit it with my trident. I'm gonna
That moved
stab
out
it.
my threat and range. That's an opportunity attack, right?
That's a 7.
7 is not going to hit.
Is she flanking with me? Oh wait, we're not doing flanking. Damn.
There was no. Oh God, what is it called?
Wait, you're a human, right?
Advantage. Yeah, I'm a human.
You have a heroic inspiration at the beginning of a long rest. At the beginning of the day, you have a free reroll if you want to use it.
I want to re-roll that.
Reroll it.
Awesome.
Yas,
15
you might
does
want to
hit.
mark that as well, that you have a heroic inspiration.
Thank you. I did not.
Yeah, that's one of your human traits. You get a hero. You get a inspiration at the start of every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
All right. Yep. I rolled a 15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
Fuck yeah! It's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be
All the damage.
totes amount of damage. Like this thing is going to be fucking destroyed.
It's got 3 prongs.
So much damage.
4.
So much damage, it's dead.
Yeah.
You would be both rolling a d10 and getting a 1. God, it sucks.
Brienne, anything else you would like to do?
I mean, I would have liked to stab at the other one, but no. No.
Then the brown bear is going to swing.
Get it, bear.
Save yourself.
A 9 is not going to do it.
No.
Oh, nor is a 6. Sorry, bear. Yas, Trev.
We're gonna grab the claymore. We're gonna swing it like a baseball bat sideways and just try to ping this little thing off the top of him.
All right, Soul Calibur. Absolutely, with a 16, roll that damage.
And he's
I
just
get
gonna
to
go
see what dice you're using.
flying and hit a tree and take 10 damage.
Man, I should have used the greatsword. Damn. Oh, I like. Wait,
And then
That says minimum 3. Do you have great weapon fighting style?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool that it puts it right there in the damage calculation.
I
So
like
you're
that.
doing minimum 9 when you swing. That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
There you go, Mr. Bear. That probably
And
better.
then I'm gonna take a step back and put my weapon away and see if the bear takes an attack of opportunity.
The bear takes a moment and then just collapses in place. And it just starts breathing very heavily, like these labored, pained breaths, like, as a number of open wounds and sores are slowly starting to bleed.
Yeah, and Shikari's gonna start like carefully like combing the pieces of dead wood sprite out of his fur and also / collecting them in specimen jars.
All right.
And then
So,
Briorius, I'm so glad you spoke to him. I thought he was gonna kill us all.
We all have an angry streak when something, a thorn, gets in our side, but
Wise words. I write song about that. He pulls out his lute. We all have thorn inside.
every rose has its thorn.
Oh, that's really good. I use that.
but Bree will go and like wrap
rose
herself
has
around the
thorn.
head and just embrace the bear and try to calm it down. I don't
Every
know if anybody
bear
has the
has
ability
thorn.
to, but this poor bear needs some help. Does anybody have any healing?
Hey, I can offer you. Oh well, cure wounds. I'd love to cure your wounds. Are you, Mr. Bear? Do you consent? Could you ask him?
I think he says it's fine.
All right. And he can heal for 19.
Oh, first level cure wounds with the new rules is so
Damn!
awesome.
That's crazy.
It's double the dice from
Heal all
2014.
of his wounds entirely up. The bear looks like he drifts into a very comfortable snooze as all of his open wounds, just like Wolverine style, just seal themselves shut, leaving only like what was already a mess out, but the bear is going to be perfectly fine.
There you go. There you go. That's it. Bree, could you perhaps when he comes to ask him his name? I'd love to have it, but in the meantime, Fontu, loving your tunes. Perhaps we should concentrate on the corpse. I see Brienne has anticipated me.
Okay. Put away loot. Okay.
Now that
I stand on shore. You lean out and grab corpse. I hold on to you.
Bontu, as you
Wait,
start stepping over the edge of this river, something looks to balloon from inside of that goblin as its chest pulls open and something almost pops like a pimple from its chest cavity. As something
In
lifts
the name of the
upward
queen, what is this sorcery?
into the air, and you see what looks like the goblin's lungs ballooning open rapidly as this
Oh,
large mushroom balloon starts to inflate rapidly
It's so
and just
cute.
popping itself open, releasing this cloud of spores within a 20-foot
just
radius.
wants to say
no.
hello.
Oh no! Make deck save.
I
Get
can
that
get-
fuck out.
What the fuck? I don't see this.
Do you want him to grab those acorns?
I believe it's a Constitution save. Let me double check.
Constitution.
BTW, Ryan, I'm using a bonus action on every turn until I get into combat to maintain my rage.
All right. Bontu and Rien, yes, a Constitution saving throw, please. As a cloud of spores just
Oh, not good.
explodes into this area.
17.
Oh, sad.
Rian, you see this cloud of spores in like billowing open and are quick to like shield yourself from it. However, Bantu takes a larger whiff than his constitution score would have hoped. And Bantu, you're gonna take 8 points of poison damage
Oh fuck.
as you feel some of these spores just start to cling onto the inside of your nostrils and airway, and you feel this constant rasping pain with every breath.
Can Rien grab Bantu and just kind of, I don't know if throwing is the right word, but just, because I don't think I can, but can Rien just
You could
throw him
pop his
backwards?
knees out and like roll with him and like somersault toss him. Like a
Yank him
judo
backwards
move.
as you fall backwards, maybe.
I will
Brienne,
not.
across the riverway, you see that ballooned sack start to re-inflate, like it's preparing to make another
Oh,
burst of force.
Can Rien? I think she still has her trident out. She's going to panic. Let's throw a trident at it. Fuck it. Let's
That's
do
right.
it. Fuck.
Can I? Are
Six.
we? We're
What
not,
the
we're not
fuck?
initiative. Can I sacred flame it and just
Sure.
catch it on fire?
Fire away.
That's another
You watch as the
natural
trident
one.
splatters off from behind
Put it on the board.
where the spore is inflating for another attack.
Sacred flame is just a cantrip. I just roll damage. Or how does
They
that work?
roll
a
a dex
save, right?
save.
I roll a dex
Creature.
save.
Target succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover.
That's going to be a -4 on its dex save.
So 1d8 damage.
Wow.
7.
7 damage pops that gas spore as another cloud bursts, and all of these spores in a 20-foot radius as it collapses back down on top of the goblin.
Does anything catch on fire? Is that how?
But
sacred
it's
flame
radiant
works?
damage. It's not fire, right?
Oh, it's radiant damage. I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's like holy energy.
Okay. But it's dead now. Is it not?
It's
gonna,
dead.
It's dead now. It's not going to rise again. Okay.
Why don't you test it?
Why
I
don't you
don't-
eat it? I'm just going to put it in my
I
mouth.
Aren't you an inquisitive scholar? Why don't you go poke it with
Oh.
a stick?
I'm going to cure wounds and see what happens next time.
Is it- Rien's gonna pick up her trident and poke at it.
Rian, you poke at the creature, and 8 gold coins fall out and kind of spill into the nearby river from one of its pouches.
It was a loot pinata.
Can Rien like stab it and just drag it away from the water?
Sure thing. You pull the goblin's body out of the water a little bit further up the shoreline, and you can see this goblin's corpse is soggy, like it's
Oh.
been sat in this river water for a little too long. And it has become a fungal infestation with whatever this parasite was that made a comfortable home within its chest cavity.
I remember after a sea storm that that the ship, a little ship,
Little shit.
half its face was the fisherman, half its face were okay. Yep, no. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to stay. You can poke it with you want.
Please don't poison the water supply.
I'm not going to
Brian,
poison.
behind you, over by on the opposite side of the shoreline, is the cavern that you can see this strange green water flowing from, where the smell is even more potent.
Oh God, I don't. Does anyone have any fire? What if we were to burn it? Oh God, what if there are more things like
Oh,
that
yeah.
in here?
I'm really good at burning things. I can burn it.
What do you mean?
That's
Well,
great.
say really
So-
good, but like I figured out this one single thing that I'm really good at burning. So
Look,
Crow will step forward a little bit further.
I found the source of the infestation. Okay, I'm going to get away from the dead goblin. Thank you.
I'm
over
gonna
here.
cast Hellfire on the corpse. That's the only thing
I'm gonna
The
step
whole
away from
campaign.
the
I'm gonna cast Hellfire.
The goblin
That's all I can do.
bursts into necrotic flame for 2 damage.
Shikari's
It's a dead
following Rayan.
flaming corpse now. Wow, that is the lowest I've rolled so far.
Yeah.
That's the lowest you can roll.
Perfect. I shouldn't have changed my color.
Rayan, so you're saying that the corpse wasn't the only source of whatever's fouling the river? There's something else in here.
No, yes, there's something. Okay, I'm going to stop. We could stop referring to the corpse. I don't want to talk about the corpse anymore. But yes, there's something in that cave.
Is it
I-
worse
I-
than the corpse?
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was a good educated guess. I don't know. I've never had to deal with something like this before, so I thought it was corpse. You know, kind of like when the fisherman's wife threw the fish heads down.
And now you're thinking it's something else? Something
I
more
mean-
sinister, perhaps?
I mean, possibly it's in the cave, in this cave right here.
I see. Would it help perhaps us understand what we might be walking into if I detected what disease was actually in the river? I'd be defenseless spell-wise, but I have, my various tricks up my sleeve. But that would be my last effort for the day until we took a sleep. But I could detect what's in the river. Would that help us? Do you think before we go into the cave?
It might give us a better idea of what we're dealing with. Knowledge never hurts.
All right. I'm going to detect poison and disease in the river and see if that gives us any knowledge about what we might be walking into if we go straight into that cave there.
Describe for us what it looks like as you're casting this spell for the first time.
I'm going to pull a book out of my infinite book bag of holding, and I'm going to open up to the page where the contents are, and I'm going to start at the top while staring at the river and sort of start running my fingers over the words as if I already know what they are, and I'm running through a catalog of what all of these words might be that I'm seeing in the river. And when I hit on the right contents, I'll flip to that page in the book and say, this is what it is.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Just that. I love that, Evie. By the way, you can do that as a ritual and not use your spell slot.
Really?
You're
So it
a
would take
cleric,
10
girl.
minutes?
Takes 10 minutes.
It just takes a little bit longer. Basically, what you described is doing the ritual is going through your spell book and then reading out the entire page.
If the
So-
party wants to spend 10 minutes taking like a short rest, I'm cool with that happening as a ritual during that time. 'Cause
I
don't
think that's
you need to
fine. That
go.
way I can talk to the bear. Bontu can lick his wounds, and then you don't have to use a spell slot and you have resources.
Cool. Good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do it. If
All
everyone's
right,
all right with
so my rage drops then, because that's going to be 10 minutes.
My one spell comes back.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm proud of you.
sorry. I was a little distracted by throwing up. Are we taking rest?
Yes, yeah. No, I'm glad that I managed to keep my lunch down, but yes, we're taking. Oh god, we're taking a longer, not a short rest.
Short rest is good. Bantu's gonna lay on the ground.
Not in your vomit, right?
No, not in his vomit. He's gonna find a nice patch of grass and lay in it.
Do you have an issue with cadavers?
What?
Dead bodies. You seem to be not doing good around dead bodies, or is it just the poison in general?
I mean, it was the fungus And also the dead body. I mean, I've seen one dead body before. Well, no, that's a lie. I just, I don't like what the water does to corpses. It's very bad. Like what I
It
said.
makes really bloaty.
Yes, I know that they get really bloaty, and then the crabs come in, and then they get everywhere, and then, oh god, the fish. Ugh. Look, it can. We should not be talking about corpses here. You know. Does anyone know any good fishing spots?
Around here, likely not.
I don't know. I'm going to check out that river over there. Maybe it has fish. I don't want to talk about the corpse. Corpse is burning. No, thank you. I don't want to be around the corpse anymore. Can someone remove the corpse? In the
Just
fungus.
remember, the fish probably, if they're in there, have been adulterated by the corpse. I wouldn't take refuge there at all. You see fish on you. I can smell it. Maybe just pull out a friend there and maybe give him a hug. I'm not sure what you do. You'll have to explain to me where you come from and your affinity for fish. I would love to hear the story. As she's looking over her book and everything.
Shikari, roll me a nature, medicine, or arcana check as you're doing this.
Ooh, arcana it is. A 21.
21. As you're performing this ritual, you're browsing through the contents of this book, and you start to feel the pull from a particular chapter of a librarian's excursion towards the Isle of the Blighted Court. It's where the pink trees are at on the map. There are reports of a librarian that made his way out so far. Some of the journals that he documented described fungus that had inflated, giving the appearance of like a ballooned eyeball, much like this one. A similar sort of fungus that felt the presence of life or movement within so far as a 30-foot radius, but blind beyond that, and whose sole purpose is to cause some sort of rousing ruckus for the other such creatures that lurk inside of the cave's depths.
What does a rousing ruckus mean?
Instead of the poisoned spores that release like this eyeball, this gas spores fungus, there's another one that he referred to as as a shrieker fungus that releases a sort of sonic shockwave with its spores and keeps causing a pulse whenever it detects life within 30 feet. This sonic sound resonates like a large clap almost. So within a silent cave, it echoes deeper down. These fungus were described as growing out of corpses of other fallen soldiers, elves that were noted on the isle that they had grown from. And to your knowledge, outside of excursions to the isle, no such influx or spread has been documented of similar fungus.
Anywhere else?
Anywhere else.
So how did it get here?
How did it get here?
I'm going to kind of give this back to everybody and say, well, whoever's listening anyway. Or I'll wait for everybody to get back. Everybody's doing their thing. At the end of the long rest, I'll kind of wait for everybody to get back and like explain what I've found as I've been doing this.
Hey, Chikari, what rhyme with thorn?
Born.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Didn't I sell you a thesaurus? You open it up and you look it up. It's in alphabetical order. So everything is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what you're looking for, find the word, what it starts with, okay? Go to that page and you find that word, and then you can see a bunch of other words that can like go with it or go around it, and you can find rhyming words in the back.
oh, I didn't bring with me. Too valuable. Had to be left behind for now.
Well, very lucky. I have several copies in my bag. Here you are, my dear. It's a book of rhyming here, and then a book of thesaurus words on the other side. That way, if you need a word that's different, you can find it and look it up.
Ooh.
When you're ready, let me know. I'd love to create some effects to go with your song.
Ooh. One day. Big performance. It'll be great.
It'd be a wonderful campfire night for sure.
Very tired. Oh, it was an interesting fight.
Are you doing all right? You seem a little worse for wear.
Ugh, those spores really hurt. And very hard to breathe.
Could heal you up a bit. That way, if we do go into the cave, I can. You'd be just
no. Give me like 20 more minutes. I'll be fine.
All right, yeah. The rest should be good, and then we can regain some of our strength.
Can we roll for a short rest?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your hit dice for the short rest. And recharge any abilities that happen. And say out loud what abilities happen, because I'm unfamiliar with this edition.
Sure.
Well, as a warlock, I get to regen my spells on a short rest.
But you have to spend spells.
Oh,
I did. I
no.
hexed.
What?
If I
Oh,
took
that's right, Hex.
I took my short rest in D&D Beyond, but I didn't adjust my HP in D&D Beyond from roll 20. So should I just
What'd you roll?
use it and then do it again?
Whichever source you're keeping track of it. We're just going to assume you're back to full.
Okay. I like that assumption.
Can I assume I'm back to full? That'd be great. Except I'm not. I only rolled a 6. Well, I rolled 3 and then I have +3 for a total of 6.
But I feel better. Okay. So, we going spelunking? That's big word Bantu now.
It's like Elmo. That's a big word for Elmo.
Yoda and Elmo combined somehow.
It's a big word for Elmo.
Okay.
Could be spelunking, could be more like a climb. We'll see how we go.
So I was over there, not throwing up. What is going on? What is the plan?
There's more stuff in cave.
Okay, that is all right. Okay.
Ask Shikari. Shikari know things.
All right.
Oh,
Is there?
Yes.
that's Shikari.
He points at Shikari.
Yes, thank you, Bantu. Wonderful tee up. So it seems, if everyone could gather, so I only have to say this once. If we're all on the same page, we need to eliminate the source of the pollution in this river. It seems to be inside that cave, and after doing some preliminary tests on the water, consulting my notes, I've decided that I've come to the conclusion that what is inside this cave is much worse than what we just saw. The spore eyeball 20-foot disseminator is just a precursor to something much worse within the cave. So I do know, I only know what I've read, and I can tell you that a librarian from my order um, uh, visited the Isle of Blighted Court, um, and there are pink trees there, and he documented a fungus. Um, it inflated, it gave the appearance of a ballooned eyeball, and a similar sort of fungus that felt the presence of life or movement within so far as a 30-foot radius. But it seemed to be blind beyond that, but its sole purpose was to cause rousing ruckus for other creatures within the cave's depths. So instead of poison spores like the eyeball, there's another that he referred to as a shriek of fungus. It releases a toxic shockwave, sonic, loud and booming, with its spores, and the pulse of it spreads, and it happens when it detects life within 30 feet. So in a silent cave, like the one right behind me, it gets deeper down, and it booms even louder. The fungus was reported as growing out of corpses. Elves from the Isle, where they had grown from, that's where they were found. Outside of excursions to the Isle, though, there has been absolutely none of this detected. This fungus doesn't exist anywhere out of this report, from what we know. It's a mystery why it's here, how it got here, why it's spreading. And there's every possibility that the Mr. Tree, who told us about the goblins dying recently, it could be using their corpses as fodder. It could just be feasting upon goblin corpses and mushrooming throughout the cave. We could be walking into not just a trap, but utter death. So that's sort of the bad news. The good news is we are not without knowledge. We know what we're walking into. If we're walking into it, are we walking into it? Yes, we're walking into it. That's the plan, right? Yes.
I think so, but who walk in first is good question. Cause I took a bit of a hit.
I can.
Please, nobody should go in first besides me.
No,
Lucas, while Briarios is over there chit-chatting with the brown bear,
hello,
getting an understanding of like how it was befuddled by all of these things. You get the understanding that the brown bear entered that cave where last season was going to be full of all sorts of fish that had made their way back. But this year, instead of the plentiful bounty of fish inside of that cavern, a number of those nightmarish plants rained down onto its back from above. And he didn't see it coming because it was so dark in there. And he ran out of there unable to fend for himself or get them off of his back without slamming into some of the nearby trees whenever you guys came across him.
It's all right, little one.
He's warning you to look up whenever you first enter the cave.
Gotcha. Hanging from the ceiling. Got it. So after that, what's the bear's name, by the way?
What are you naming the bear?
Oh, I get
doesn't
to
go by
name the
any
bear.
name.
Oh,
Ursa.
Boo Boo.
Oh, and you and Rachel are on the same tip. Hey, boo
Boo Bear.
boo.
I mean, I could go first.
If,
I have a lantern.
Oh, so nice to have so many volunteers.
we should be very wary that the ceiling is where those little twig creatures came from, per Boo Boo here, and they
Boo-boo.
ambushed him. So, being as I am smaller than everyone else, it will take longer for them to get to me, so I should go in first. And I can see in the dark, and I should be able to get in there and at least provide a front for Miss Crow to provide raining fire upon any other twig blights that might be in the area.
Oh, who can't see in dark?
Oh, come on.
Oreo, you're so brave.
I
Yeah, I
can't.
wouldn't say
my
it's
duty.
raining fire, but it's a little bit. I mean, it's like it's a little bit.
I mean, if
Like
you
a
could make it
sprinkle of
rain men,
fire.
I'd be very surprised.
Well, that would be fun. I haven't quite had that happen yet, right, Eon? But some similar things have maybe transposed, but not that one yet.
Yes.
Does anyone know what the holding
Thankfully,
breath
we-
rules are?
Do what?
I'm looking for the holding breath rules, and I can't find them anywhere
I
in the
think I would
appendix or
assume it's
online.
not different, that it's just the equal to your Constitution score, right?
Yeah, number of rounds equal to your con score, I think.
Is it rounds or minutes?
I need to see if I know the layout of this cave or if it's documented. History, maybe?
Maybe that'd be under
You look
trend.
at your map of the known world. If you look at roll 20,
I'm looking at Roll20 and I see.
change to the map of the known world, as far as Westvale is aware.
Okay,
It's this area here.
so the cave isn't on it? Or what am I looking at?
Why is that being weird for you? Stand by.
I can't tell if the answer to my
about that?
question is yes or no.
I see Westvale. And then I see all of our tokens.
I see a river.
I mean, yeah.
Are
I
we
see
all on
that,
top of
so
each
does that
other?
mean I can tell what's in the cave?
No, this cave individually has not been mapped out.
Okay, alright. Sorry, I wish I could provide us with a map of what we should expect, but this cave isn't mapped. It's not in my records.
Well, in we go then.
Okay, Bontu, could we maybe
but-
wait up just a second and make sure we have a plan?
We do. Go in cave, look up, and then we improvise.
Spring, if perhaps there's any way we could protect ourselves from the smell, would masks or anything like that work? Depending on my research, I'm looking at the pages here.
Ooh, we could shove moss up our noses. I've heard that's thing people do. And stick it in our ears sometimes.
You think that like the simple act of probably covering your mouth with a scarf would give you advantage on the Constitution saves against the gas spores? Yeah. With your 21, I'll tell you, yeah.
Right, I think we should all perhaps cover our mouths and obviously
Stay 6 feet apart.
yeah, perhaps order delivery and have it left at the door.
Work at home.
As long as this cave is no longer than a 5 minutes walk, I can just hold my breath.
With excess fabric, I could perhaps use pieces in my tunic if the situation becomes dire.
Tie scarf round mouth.
A crow will pull her scarf down and tie it firmly around her face, and she's gonna look to Eon and be like, yes, cover yourself. We don't know what we're getting into. Wait, do we have to go underwater? Is this safe to go underwater with something covering our mouth? Okay, you know what? It's gonna be fine.
Just hold
You
breath.
should hold
you'll
your
be
breath
fine.
either way, darling.
You have to swim.
We saying when we go above, we're gonna have a mouthful of water from the
Actually,
thing.
water on top of your mouth covering is actually more beneficial than just having it dry. It provides more protection against incoming contaminants.
Guantanamo.
I didn't know that, but what if the water's contaminated?
Oh, then we're screwed either way.
I mean, the other water should be clear because it's not feeding into the stream. It's a fork in the road, right? I also have a water skin.
Does anyone need help in water? Like, no swim?
I know how to swim.
I'm not positive. We'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I take up rear this time.
I'm sorry, Evie. You did a check on the layout of the cave, right?
Just in case, like, any other of the Fellowship had mapped it out.
Oh, I happen to be a cartographer.
And you have not been to this cave.
Oh,
That's
well, it's a new cave.
I have paper and pen and calligraphy tools.
You
could be the
must
first.
trade notes.
Ryan, as they're all talking, can Rian take apart her bedroll and make a blanket into like a makeshift poncho? That way, and if anything gets on her, she could just throw it off.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Get your splash-proof poncho ready to go.
Yes, and she's gonna put the rest of her bedroll, kind of hide it in the brush. That costs some money.
That will never be usable again.
What? It was in poison ivy.
And you put a hole in the middle of your blanket.
No, but legit.
I love the unnecessary detail of like not only just like stashing this bedroll, but like specifically throwing it into poison ivy.
She's not that lucky. She's not lucky.
She's got the human luck, but that's all.
Yeah, she already used it today.
Yeah.
Well, I will take your advice as well. And she actually doesn't have any additional cloth on her, so she takes her top. She's got something underneath. She's got like
A
cloth
sports bra.
wraps underneath. Yeah, a fantasy sports bra. So she takes the fabric off and then she ties that into a face covering, and she will start moving past, between people's legs if she has to, but she'll move up to the front.
If I could, I'd like to grab a branch from that fire I made, like as a makeshift torch.
Sure.
Oh, I
I
have a
don't know if we
lantern.
were supposed to see the whole cave, Ryan, but holy fuck.
I have a lantern.
I don't want to use your lantern as a weapon.
Oh no, yeah, that's good. Yep. It's probably a good idea.
I'm the lantern thrower. Oh god, I have
The
my next
lamplighters.
character.
Don't look. Nobody look. We're not supposed to see it.
How about if we do that?
Ah,
I can't even
I
see
can't
it.
see shit.
Oh, that's worse.
This is the worst torch I've ever made.
Wait.
You
Why is
blinded
it
us
so
all.
dark in here?
Oh no, it's a turn order.
Oh,
Boss
Ryan
music
is clicking
starts.
everything furiously fast
I
to
am
try to
clicking
get it to
everything
work right.
If
Nope,
I go
still see everything.
reveal,
Now it's everything again.
You just got to put those guys on the GM's layer. Oh,
Did they like rework this?
I think for some reason they're sharing their vision with us.
I can see
oh,
all
are
the
they
eyeballs, but
are
I'm
they
not able
tokens
to.
that share
I
vision
can
with
see
all
the whole tunnel.
characters?
well, we're gonna go with it.
I can
Turns
pretend.
out you
I don't
did
know.
have a map of this particular cavern from some time ago.
Oh, you know what? Boo Boo gave me the layout of where he got fucked up.
Maybe we each had a piece of the map and realized these are the partials that make up this particular cave, and we didn't know.
By our powers combined, we have found them. Wait.
We can
So
all
who's the
successfully
first
ignore the
ones
stuff
to
we
go
shouldn't see.
into this cave mouth?
Can we do perception checks before we walk in?
Well, that's why I'm
No.
asking who's going first.
Bree's
They're
gonna
making
go in
that.
first and roll a perception.
Yeah, not Eon and Crow. We're in the back.
I would follow behind Bree.
We are very much in the back, and Crow is making sure that Eon's face covering is very nice and tight and secure and well covered.
Fuck these digital dice. Oh wait, what is this? I got some sparkly shit. That's not Bree. Only a 10.
Holy shit.
I need something kind of forestry. Ooh, we sprouted wooden dice with magical energy. Yeah, that's so Bree. All right, I got wood dice now.
Before we get started, Amanda and I are gonna BRB and go put a kid to bed real quick.
Aw.
Okay.
But
Take five.
Bantu
Round
does
one.
lean
Fight.
over
5-minute break.
to
Crow and says, "Do you know do things yourself?" And that's it.
What did she say? Or he say?
You don't do things yourself?
Oh. Ouch.
Well, I mean, she's kind of got like a manservant thing going on. I don't know. Haven't
No,
met
we're
Crow
not
too long.
supposed to-
I can't tell what the crow situation is. I'm
We
like,
need a
okay,
campfire. We need a campfire. Do some talking.
yeah, we do. I've got Abendra, I've got Crow, and then I've got Yaga, and I'm like, what is happening with all of these people?
Wait, isn't that all the same person? Oh wait, no. Abandra, Crow and Yaga is the same person.
Crow is
Yes.
the same person. So you just
In
have
fact,
to
you've
be
probably heard
standing
me
next to
call
Crow
her Mistress
sometimes.
Yaga
All right.
at least
All
once.
right.
It's a code name. Ooh.
So Yaga, Crow Deer, and then Crow are the same person.
Yeah, Crow Deer. Crow is short for Crow Deer.
Oh, okay. So is it Yaga and Crow Deer or Yaga / Crow Deer?
Crow Deer is her
First
last name.
last name.
Okay, and I'm still confused.
Well, she goes by Crow, which is essentially her last name as a code to cover her. She's probably noble and doesn't want to be known, so she's going by Crow.
And her manservant is Abendra.
Yes.
And
Now I get it. Okay, thank you.
Wait. What?
I do remember Ben posted a picture of a butler at a
then
while
changed
back.
it.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, he's gonna make like a servant character.
Yep.
I like it. Oh, now it's spooky. I know it's at the end of the cave. He doesn't know. I know. Ryan, also,
know.
what the hell was that picture? That's nightmare fuel.
Which
What was the
picture?
picture?
The one I didn't see.
Which one?
The non-mushroom tree that we saw.
Yeah, with the teeth and the slashing and the.
Maybe it's a little death on it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Now it's probably shuffling around in the dark. I don't know where it's at now.
Maybe it hits on
I don't know.
twos. We don't
Somebody
know.
Turn the lights off. That was a choice, guys. You know, whatever. No
We walk
judgment.
in.
Did
We
you
walk
look at
in.
that thing before you went underwater, and that's why we don't have light?
Just we walk in. One of the mushroom looks over, turns off the light switch.
Oh God!
You know, the terror has caused some weird glitches in the world. Like you can see through the terrain at some clipping points, but the further in you get, you lose that as it all loads out.
We're in the Dagobah cavern, guys. The mists is playing tricks on our mind.
Oh, okay.
Did you get that reference?
I did. It took me a bit. I just had to remember Lego Star Wars.
Yes.
Shikari, this mushroom that you see further into the room fits the description of one of those shrieker fungus, along with the sort of imagery that was depicted inside of that old log.
Hold up. Everyone. Up ahead is a shrieker spore. You can see it just there. We've got 30 feet before it detects us and goes off. And remember, it'll reverberate,
Oops.
and it can set off all the other spores nearby.
So should we kill it now or walk past it?
Would we have would Chikari had given it? I forgot how much information Chikari got. Were we trying to stealth through here because we want to avoid shriekers? Like, what was Chikari's advice?
I don't think Chikari wanted to go through the cave at all.
Oh,
Is in favor of going through getting to the source of everything, but she's also just delivering knowledge. She didn't actually take a position on the strategy we should use. She simply gave you guys information based on what she had in her notes, in her notebook, and what she knew from another librarian who had written about these particular spores, where he found them. I can copy and paste my very poorly cobbled together notes from what Ryan told me into the chat, just so we all have it. But this is essentially what I read from when I recounted like what it was.
Basically, like she's letting you guys know that they have blind sight out to 30 feet. They're blind beyond 30 feet. But if they detect life within 30 feet, their sole purpose is to release a cloud of spores that makes a loud clap kind of a sound.
So I'm saying we have until 30 feet before it's going to go off. So if we want to do anything, perhaps a ranged attack would be best. A silent ranged attack would be even better.
I have a spear and a trident. Don't you have a bow?
I do indeed.
I have a bow as well.
Oh.
Can we all get off attacks of opportunity at the same time with our
We
silent
all
attack?
just
You fit
pull
2
out our
down the
bows.
cavern before getting within 30 feet. And
Yeah,
that's
as soon as we
not
get
safe.
into the cavern, I think we're within range, so that's kind of...
Do I have any idea how strong they are? How much harder they are to kill? Like my flame thing killed the other one in one go. Would the same thing go
The-
for this?
Gas spores are intended to explode to release their poisonous spores. These ones are a little hardier, like probably stronger than the average twig blight. Probably about as strong as about 3 of them combined.
Right. So if I were going to throw one dart, I'd want to throw 3. So does
I
anyone
could
know
probably kill
But
it in
because
one
it's
hit
balloon
if I
shaped,
can get
it's
up to it.
incredibly easy to hit.
Okay. What was that? Sorry.
I can take it out in a single hit if I can get up to it, and I can get up to it if that's what we want to do.
Right. Not within 30 feet, of course.
I can get to it with from outside of 30 feet.
All right. I believe in you.
Do we want to wait for our other party members before we start this combat?
Well, we can definitely get input from everyone else. What you all think? We're all together, right? We're all clumped, kind of huddled in the same tunnel. Like,
At the mouth of the cave, and you see the
Yeah.
Shrieker, which is like an
Bottom of the
eyeball
pool.
mushroom creature. Oh god. So essentially, Bree will say she has the ability to jump 30 feet and land at a spot and take a large strike.
And Shikari is telling you the moment you enter that 30-foot bubble, it's going to release its spores.
on the stack, you cannot enter its space within 30 feet
Oh.
without getting it off.
I forget blind sight works in the air.
But shooting it from 35 feet away would work.
I guess we could
Right.
do. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a big strike then from that range, but I can. I can. I got a short bow.
I'll be right back.
I have a crossbow that can deal 1d8 plus 2 damage. So
I think that's got to be enough.
I guess if we all, at least 3 of us line up a shot, 2 of us hit, we should be able to take it down.
Yeah.
I think Brian was saying only 2 people can get a shot off at the same time because of the width of the tunnel and how close.
I
we
have
can
plus
get,
3
so-
damage on my range.
I can viciously mock them.
Don't make
Oh,
noise.
Nick, this creature has like 3 or 4 times the health of the twig blight, so we're looking to try to do 12 to 15 damage in a single strike between 2 people.
Vicious Mockery, 1d6, 60-foot range.
Did they update the damage?
Or Dissonant Whispers, 3d6. But probably want to save the spell slot.
You probably want to save the spell slot. Let's see.
Does anyone
here.
else have good ranged weapons that we could shoot at it?
I have a trident and a spear, but I think we should go with the bows.
I have
That
hand
seems to be
axe.
very clingy.
Depending on what my orders are, I have Warlock Cannon.
Oh shit.
So wait, Ryan, even if like we sent in a crossbow dart or whatever, it as soon as it pierced that 30-foot range, it would go off.
How
No.
far does your fire?
Because that's not allowed.
What?
just
It's
me.
kind of like radar, right? It's
Oh,
like
it's
a
fire.
large enough
Okay.
thing will set it off, but a small enough thing will get through.
Living
It's
heartbeat
Hellfire,
within
guys.
30
So we could just burn
It's
them all
hellfire.
slowly.
A living
No,
heartbeat.
that is
okay,
true. I
that's
do
what
like
I'm
this.
checking. Good
And
to
I'm
know.
not saying this because I like fire and setting things on fire. I think that's a really,
I
really
think it's the
good
best
choice.
option.
Rachel likes
That is
setting
okay.
things on fire? What?
I really
You as a person can't be the projectile.
But we're back and we could do this
Not the
shit.
projectile.
Let's do this shit.
I'm ready.
I'm ready now that we've got our facial covers all situated and we swam through the cave and we're all happy dappy to be here.
Who do we want? Who are the two people we want, or two creatures we want, sending their ranged shots of
do it.
non-heart-beated
I'm
missiles?
excited. I'm
into
ready.
the creature?
Let's do it. I'm gonna shoot something.
All right.
Can we see things?
Amanda's making choices and making moves. Who else wants to go?
All right. Whoever two, step forward.
I'm gonna pat Eon on the shoulder and I'm gonna be like, I got this. Trust me. And she's gonna give a wink, and you can tell she's definitely not sure of herself, but she's gonna step forward.
Okay, if she steps forward,
Want to
you step
lean
forward right
over
next
to
her.
Eo. Does she got this?
He's not paying attention. He's stepping forward because he has to protect her.
She does not.
I wonder
That
if he
makes
talked to
Thunder and
others.
Crow. Let's go.
So what would the two of you like to do?
I guess I'll
Gonna
Eldritch
cast-
Blast it.
Yep. This one? Is this what we see? Yep, perfect.
Wait, I'm
No,
sorry. I had to step
I'm
away. What
pretty
do we
sure
do?
it's the Shrieker.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, guys.
Did we
let's
decide
try
who
here.
the
Is
biggest
the
damage
one that
dealers
will
are?
make a loud sound,
Yes.
triggering everything in the cavern.
Okay, yeah, the
Yeah, the shrieker then. That sounds good.
However, as you start approaching, you realize you are entering close by.
You
Radius
guys.
large fungus
Wait,
in my
in
that
my
starts
defense,
to
we totally
unfurl
stepped
these large
forward.
tentacle-like proboscis from within
Ooh.
that start to reach their way up, stretching outwards like whips, ready to
You
strike.
told me to step
Ugh.
forward, whoever was doing anything. So, you know what? I'm okay with this. This is
Yes.
fine.
There are other mushrooms
I'm okay.
that are starting to trigger, but you have not stepped within the radius of the Shrieker yet.
That's okay. I'm still shooting the shrieker because I think that's the one we were talking about.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, I missed
The
most of this
charisma
conversation.
save from the Shrieker. That's not going to do it with a dirty 0.
Anytime I see
Does-
a
does my
mushroom
14
reacting
hit?
in their wake, can I send a
Wait.
sacred flame at at whatever is reacting? Like the other mushrooms, like can I have a triggered thing where I'm like,
Because it's Crow and Eon Bendra up within line of sight, I'm going to
so
say
I can't
no.
see? Okay.
But we're going to start initiative, I think, with the two of them launching their attacks.
Oh.
But you said mine doesn't hit. It passed a DC 15 charisma?
No, it got a total of 0 on its save.
Oh, okay,
It is
okay. I
taking
think so that's
7
not gonna
damage.
make it. And I was like, wait, what?
From
There
you,
is this mushroom.
He was talking about his creature wasn't going to make it.
No,
The
you're good.
Eldritch
You're okay. I'm
Blast is
sorry.
going to hit as well. Feel free to roll damage. 2 more damage.
We almost did it, guys. We're the dream team.
I wanted to throw a thing.
And
can.
with that, I think everybody can roll some initiative
Uh-huh.
as this thing starts to inflate, ready to loose a cloud of spores with sound.
25. Wait, yes, 25.
Oh, my initiative sucks. I need level
You're
2.
rolling that
Not as
one
much
again
as
on my
mine.
initiative. Wow, that's amazing.
Bantu got worse initiative.
I mean, if everyone sucks, at least we're all in the bottom.
So we're all bottoms?
Okay, Rain. I see how it is.
No one got that.
I
joke.
invested heavily into Dex, and I still have a terrible initiative.
Oh,
Bantu
we
got
got
joke.
we got that we're all bottoms joke.
I invested the 0
Yeah.
detects and I rolled a 20 and a 19.
Again? Jeremy, stop it.
Thank you, Ben.
It's the pink fuzzy dice, bro. They're unstoppable.
Yeah, my dice aren't working. I gotta find another one.
You gotta get the pink fuzzy, bro.
I have
And
the
you
pink
have-
fuzzy, but I don't
you have-
think Bree has pink fuzzy energy.
Crow and Eon Bendra, what are your passive perception scores?
Passive
Who we
perception. Hang on, let me change my dice real quick.
Yeah. All right, Jeremy, I'll try pink fuzzy.
Wait, how do you change the dice?
You go into your collections
dice.
and then my dice, and then you can change what dice you have.
My dice.
Passive perception is 13.
13? All right.
Oh, collections. Okay. My dice.
Thank you. My dice.
All right. I think
Very
that's everybody
nice.
rolled into initiative.
Oh God. Oh God. No.
Rian. You hear Crow and Jan Vendra loose a couple of spells from up ahead. Peeking maybe over their shoulders, you can see that this thing starts to inflate despite both of their hits.
Oh,
What would you like to do?
Rianne's gonna go there and check in my shit, which I definitely had. Fuck. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay, Trident. That's 20 to 60. All right. Hold on.
We
Okay,
gotta
here we
get you more range than 20.
20 to 60.
Yeah,
Wait, why am
60 is
I
a
right here?
disadvantage.
Why am I right here? Oh wait. Oh, yep. No, I understand why I'm there. Yep. Okay. Rianne's
You're gonna stand in a wall.
Yeah, I'm going to stand in a wall. I'm going to throw something at it, and it's going to hit.
Oh, something. 18 hits.
Woo!
Rianne, what does it look like as you pop this shrieker mushroom? Preventing it from loosing its spores, preventing this alarm from going off in this opening chamber.
Honestly, I don't know. She throws it. It hits.
It hits.
Thank God.
Anything else you would like to do? As you see these purple tendrils unfurling at an uncomfortable length from this other fungus deeper within the cavern.
Did it notice us? Did it notice us?
This one seems to be waking up because you are getting closer towards it. This one has noticed you.
This one?
Yes.
The
Ariane's
morale mushroom.
Rian's gonna hold up her hands and stop anyone from advancing.
Go, maybe if we're quiet, it will go back to sleep. So no one move. Maybe its vision is based on movement.
Yastrev.
So that's what she's doing.
We will move forward. We will advance with the torch into the darkness. I don't believe I have control of it. And then we will take a swing.
Oh, the torch. Yeah.
That is a 7.
7 is going to hit this large, unmoving fungus in front of you.
Oh. I was not expecting that.
Jeremy, did you choose the weapon mastery for great weapon?
Yes.
For your greatsword? So you do minimum damage of your strength score. Sorry, your strength modifier.
Isn't that on a miss, Lucas?
Yeah. He
But
rolled
he
a
didn't
7.
hit.
He hit on a 7?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
why
thought he
I'm
missed.
describing him
I'm
hitting the
sorry.
violet fungus and his sword cleaving through this thing. And he deals 10
I heard
slashing
this.
damage to this guy.
I was crunching on some vegetables.
I as well crunching vegetables right now. That will be my turn.
The Shrieker's dead. Briarios.
What up, Bree Bree?
I was talking and I didn't have my microphone selected. I too like the greatsword game, so I'm gonna pull out my husband's greatsword and activate rage. My paternal instincts go into overdrive as one under my charge drives into battle.
All
And
right.
I am going to can't flank, but I'm going to move to this side of this mushroom creature and try to hit it.
All right.
She's so fast.
So why?
We see you.
Yeah, 14.
14 hits.
Not too bad. 9 points of slashing damage. Oh, sorry. That's actually 2 more. 11 points of slashing. My rage isn't selected.
Unbelievable. So it's 11 or 7?
11 total.
11 total. Cleaves through what remained of this violet fungus, bisecting it as it falls apart between you and Yastrev. What is your passive perception?
Well, I have dark vision, but my passive perception 14.
Riarios, with your 14 passive perception, as well as your dark vision, you can make out a number of creatures dancing across the rooftop of this cavern. All of them just beyond the 30-foot radius, ready to just drop down. But they don't seem to notice the party.
I think it's an actual action to talk to the party in combat, so I don't know if I can. But Bree, if anybody's noticing, someone in the light, Bree's turned their attention and she's looking up to the ceiling, anticipating an ambush.
All right. Jan Bendra.
So there are no clear and active threats, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm just going to turn to Crow. Mr. Shagar, you're right. And I'll just delay. If anything dangerous shows up, I'll attack it.
All right. Bro.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Eon, you said you're not going to do anything until I tell you? Is that what you said?
I'm just checking on you, make sure you're okay, and looking for
Good.
dangers.
So this is, I'm very
Anything
excited.
dangerous
We
that
are
shows
having
up.
fun here. This is good. We're having a blast. And we do see these things up top, correct?
What
I'm
is your
looking for the
passive
roll,
perception?
Ryan. If it's not an actual thing, then I will say. If it is a thing, then I won't say.
If Briarios is warning the party, that's one thing. If
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
would be her intentions, but I don't know what the actual rule is for talking in combat.
I assume it's cool.
Then Bree will say, "We are out of range of them for now, but please be careful. They are on the ceiling."
I'm not out of range, and I'd like to shoot
There's
at
a lot
this
of them.
one. I'd like to shoot at the bigger one, because
All
it
right.
seems smart. And I'm gonna lay on fire, because that's what I'm doing today.
Hell, fire away.
Charismatic.
It's not going to do it with an 8 total. It's going to take 4 points of fire damage.
And, you know,
Okay,
trying to
and
give
see-
a little bit of lighting.
And seeing what she fired at, can I also use my my held action and attack it?
Fire away.
Same one, doing Eldritch Blast. It's a better roll.
24 hits.
Jesus. We're a dynamic duo. We're gonna be badasses. If we die in this cave, I'll be sad. But we were
force
badasses
damage.
while we lasted.
Kind of destroys the stalactite that it's hanging hold of, sending a scattering of pieces of fungus down upon the party.
Gross.
And you're pretty thankful that you're all covering your mouths at this moment in time.
And I would not like to move.
Okay. On to.
I found it, Ryan. I can do brief gestures or utterances for free. If I have to do an extended communication, then it's an action. So I can give brief information for free.
So you can basically like point to your eyes and point up.
Yeah, I can be like, enemies 6 o'clock. That's free. But if I have to say, it's this kind of creature and there's that many of them, that's a full action.
17,000 creatures hanging by the
17,000
limbs on
twigs.
top of the ceilings.
Yeah. So
Due
if it's brief
east.
things, enemies in that direction, that's free. If it's more detailed information, it's an action.
All right. On to. What would you like to do?
I have hard time staying quiet, but I will try.
They merely live off the presence of humans or living beings. You're fine with your volume of your voice.
Oh, okay. I would like to viciously mock, this guy.
Viciously mock away, my friend.
He make wisdom saving throw DC 13, and I tell him that his mother, was, a mycocilian slut.
A mushroom slut.
What? What? What?
I mean,
called his
aren't all
mother a mushroom
mushrooms
slut.
sluts? She's a
Just
super slut.
getting spores all over
They spread their legs, you know what I mean?
her roots, spread wide and far.
2 psychic damage.
Wisdom save.
That was
Nope.
rough.
That guy's gonna take 2 psychic damage as you insult its mother.
And it have disadvantage on next attack roll it make before end of next turn.
Gross. Anything
I
else you'd
love
like to do?
I like to use bonus action and inspire, who looks scared? Rian? Rian look nervous and frightened all time. Want to inspire Rian and say, you can be brave like Bree too. You can do it. Live!
Okay.
I'll work on what inspires each person. It's hard when you not know people.
Right. Okay. Here.
For a bard, you're oddly tuneless, yet I'm entertained. I don't know how to feel about that.
Raw
Push it over. Let's
charisma.
dive into that. I think it's
Raw
your turn.
charisma.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to assume that because that shrieker is there, there might not be one super duper nearby. And I'm
I am
going
just out of range.
to go 30 feet up to the killed shrieker that can't do anything now. And I would like to do a nature check / see if there's anything I can get from it.
Like a harvesting check?
Yeah.
Feel free to start a survival. It's going to take a survival and a nature check.
So I need 2 turns.
Or, yes, it's going to take at least 2 turns to harvest from this thing.
I'll do a survival check and see where we are at the end of the next round because we seem to be moving pretty slowly.
I mean, survival in nature or survival medicine or any combination
Well, I rolled a
type
7
of creature.
and not 1. My survival is a +6, so that's pretty impressive.
Oh no.
Great.
Hmm.
Like, as you see Briarios pointing upwards, and you notice that different bits of the ceiling are crawling with more of these twig blights and fungal monstrosities, it's a little unnerving to work with an audience like this.
And I fumble it.
And they fumble that first one.
I fumble it real good.
Anything else you would like to do?
Just over here, doing nothing. She's gonna try and play it off. Anyway, pass the turn.
You're on to round 2, Rien.
It's getting real. What are we fighting? Because she can't really see that far into the cave. Are we still fighting?
Yeah, we still got some twig blights and a stalactite creature up in the left side. Why is my arrow black? It's not. Is anybody else's arrow change color based on your thing?
Yours is black.
I don't know.
Mine yellow, which same color as dice in Roll20.
You know what? Hold on. Maybe if I select I did a hex code. Maybe that's fucked it up. I did a custom color. Hold on. Ah, there it is. Don't put in a custom color code for your arrow because it doesn't work.
Okay.
Rian's
So to the left, we got a bunch of creatures up there.
everywhere.
Rian's gonna step over and get her trident. I mean, we already have a torch. Yeah, she's gonna ready an action just in case anything jumps out. I mean, I see the Shrieker, but I don't see the Shrieker.
You might want to have a torch on
Shrieker's
yourself
dead.
if you got one, because you're human, right?
Yeah, she's human.
If you ever separate further than 20 feet from Yaz, you won't be able to see.
Yeah, you know what? She's going to light up her hooded lantern.
There you go.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there we go.
Lantern trident. Ooh, I love the visual.
And she's going to
That
keep it
help you
hooded
see a
for
little
bit.
bit?
Yeah, help me, little see. Oh, okay. Was that an action?
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn. I can't look to my right. It's right there, you guys. I could cheat so easily.
Oh, where the creatures are? Oh, don't worry. They're all going to come after us.
Don't worry, guys. You all saw the map beforehand. You know where everything's
We
at.
didn't see any of these twig blights, right?
Rian's gonna motion to that wall and put her finger to her lips, like, please be quiet. Please be quiet. Dear God, be quiet.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, because I used my action to light the lantern. So that's all I have.
All right.
Can Shikari ask her anything? Because she's right next to me? Or no, because it's not my turn.
We're going to wait till your turn for
Okay.
that. For you to instigate things.
Mm-hmm.
The Death Bonnet Sprout, struck by that horrible slur about its mother. You watch as this mushroom spore pulls itself away from where it has been just kind of affixed to the stalactite. It grabs hold of one of these nearby skittering twig blights and just pulls it into its form as those twigs push towards the extremities of this fungus, like almost like tiny little stilts. It takes on these twigs like appendages, and with that starts to skitter across the floorway slightly quicker as it absorbs that twig blight, kind of reinvigorating itself, and then just drops down onto Rain and Shikari.
Oh, cool.
Oh, come on.
So cute.
Rain, that is going to be a 14.
Is that at disadvantage because of me mocking him and its mother?
That was a disadvantage on the first one.
Ah, bummer.
The second one, though, is going to be a total of 7.
Want to hear something cool?
What's that?
I splurged and I bought some studded leather. That does not fucking hit me. AC of 16.
It's nicely done, madame. And the third strike going towards Shikari.
Shikari. Like chaperone.
Like
Hmm.
in a library.
Mm.
For 12 to hit.
Like, shut the hell up.
That misses. I have a 15 AC.
Misses you.
Get
That's gonna
the-
be
Good,
its
good
turn.
mage armor. Good mage armor.
Can we booty bump as like
Yes,
as,
Fred.
as an effect? Is Ran a booty bumper? We should booty bump.
I will approach.
Don't
the
let Bree in
creature
there. She'll
from
knock you off
behind
the floor.
And swing with advantage.
Oh, flanking
Uh,
not thing anymore.
We don't
Jeremy.
have flanking rules in this campaign, Jeremy.
No flanking.
Trust
I
me,
will
Shikari is happy to have her booty bump against Bree's booty. Yes.
I will just
Husbands
hit.
be damned.
He's got Pixar mom vibes.
16 hits.
Just call her Miss Incredible.
10 slashing damage.
I'd like to take a chunk out of it, the cap of it.
Go ahead. You took a large swath off of this mushroom. It is still somehow standing itself upright. Miraculously.
That is my turn.
Torch back.
Yeah, Trev.
With that.
I almost dropped it.
What's that?
I almost dropped my torch.
Wait. I'm going to be that guy. You're wielding a greatsword with 2 hands. How you holding the torch?
In my teeth.
He's using his teeth.
I don't want to hear you talk for the rest of this game, Jeremy.
All right, so I think he dropped the torch in that last spot so he could make his swing. With that, Briarios is up.
Don't break my realism, Jeremy.
I can hold the torch in my teeth. It's very
How
possible.
dare you
I guess
break
with
the
that
realism
accent,
of
you probably
D&D.
could do that with a mouthful of peanut butter. Bree is going to step over the torch and come up to this guy and swing with their greatsword.
Swing away.
24.
24 hits.
13 points of slashing damage.
13 points of slashing reduces that sprout to nothing.
I have enough movement speed. I'm going to stand on the sprout, and Bree is going to mom arm Rain on the left and hold the greatsword out in front of Yaz on the right. The Shrieker is just on the other side. If we're going to make a move, we all have to be ready at the same time. Do not pass me. So
Yeah,
she's
and,
basically telling everyone, if we get any closer, we're going to set it off.
A word of warning.
Don't fuck with mom.
Bantu runs forward. No, I'm kidding.
I will kill you.
I'm again preparing if a hostile creature comes in sight or within range, I will shoot it.
Nice.
And shoot it with the spell, I'm assuming.
Yeah, with cantrip.
Last. All right. Crow.
Crow is going to click the right button so I can move. I'm going to move to right here, and I'm going to look to Eon, and I'm going to be, which I know I'm saying it wrong, but my brain just decided it's Eon Vendra, and it's
it
not.
was at first.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Oh,
I'm not lying.
so in the pre-game, you guys changed names. Nice.
okay, no, this is fine. I'm okay with this. But I was just like, my brain has always gone to Eon, and I'm like, now it doesn't make sense. I don't know where I got that from, but now I do. Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah.
So your name's Eon for my nickname, because I have to give everyone nicknames too, for my brain's sake.
Hey, I do that.
I have to for Amanda.
So wait, Eon is your nickname for Abendra?
Yeah, but it's because when I wrote him into my backstory, his name was Eon Vendra, and it
Why don't
wasn't
you just
E.
call him? Could you call him Ebby now, just for the alignment? Or...
Ebby.
Just call him Ben.
I call you E. I was leaning towards Ben. I was like, it can't be Ben. That doesn't.
Call him
this
Rara.
Rara. Oh my god, that's cute.
That would certainly play into a particular stereotype with the mistress and help situation. I kind of like it.
Rara.
And so you're playful, and he's like, "No, this is all business."
I know he's so serious. He needs to like take a chill pill. We're totally fine. This is super safe, being the super creepy, place. But then we're fine.
I like it because then we'd have Rara and Bree Bree.
Rara, Bree Bree, and yeah.
A triple B over here. Ooh.
Just gonna look at him and be like, you can shoot them. Like, there's not a wrong one to get. I think we're both kind of, learning our skills here. I think it's important. And, if you hit one, I'll hit it after you. You have to wait for me. You're doing really, really good. I'm really excited you're here with me right now. This is great. And then I'm gonna target one of them. I don't see any down towards the party anywhere, so I'm just gonna go for this one.
All right.
We're gonna Hellfire because that's the only defensive cantrip I picked. Well, it's not the only one, but they're not touching me, so.
I keep forgetting that's a charisma roll. Nope. That's
It's great. They're not charismatic.
4 damage, destroys a twig blight, incinerating it immediately.
And then she's gonna point to another one and wink at EB. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll think of another nickname because Eon doesn't work anymore, but I'll figure it out.
Eon can work. It's there. It's EO, and then you skip the BE.
BB.
Well, while she's shooting a weird wink backwards, Bantu, what would you like to do?
Bantu, like to say, hey guys, I see pretty well in dark, and there's like a lot of these things coming up. Anyway, Bantu is going to move here. And he going to wait, do we learn if it just takes damage, is it gonna shriek, or is it only if you go within 30 feet of it?
I don't know. We killed it in one round last time before it got a chance to shriek. So,
but going
only
within
because
30
we were
feet.
being stealthy, Bantu.
Oh, so I shouldn't viciously mock his mother.
Don't run up to him wagging your finger. That's a bad idea.
Okay, this one a little closer to ground, right?
yeah, I think it's on the ground, right?
Is this one on ground?
That is ground.
That is ground. We're all gonna talk to Bantu in the same idiotic tones he talks to us.
Bantu take out hand axe, and Bantu throw hand axe using strength.
Is that it? Disadvantage range?
Yeah. I believe so. In 2060. 19 at disadvantage.
Of course Nick is gonna roll on 3s.
8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage.
Christ, Nick,
And that
stop
sinks
it.
into the side of the Shrieker, which starts to immediately swell up.
Oh, fuck!
I don't even have a
Shikari!
chance to get over there.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I'd like to use bonus action to inspire Shikari so she don't miss.
Aww.
Bantu say, I fuck up. That thing not dead yet. You need kill it.
I fuck up. It's
Alright,
gonna be a
with that,
fun campaign.
Shikari's up.
I'm interested to see what this does to my voice.
Bontu,
It doesn't sound like it's doing what
Does a
Farah
13
did to
hit the
mine,
Shrieker?
so I think you're good.
Yeah, as long as you have like at least some mucus in there and you're not digging too much into your throat, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's
As long as I'm
really
not
do
playing
Bantu
an
voice all day.
untitled goose character, I'll be okay.
Yeah, and as long as you kind of don't do something like this, where you're really digging into your throat.
Yes,
That's my
paparazzi.
Farah voice. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's still. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Ben have question.
Does 13 hit?
Becoming your personality.
Does
now,
a
I think.
13 hit the Shrieker? Yes, it does.
Because once it started to swell, it became dangerous.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. 8 destroys the Shrieker.
Oh, we're fine. 15 damage, guys. 16 damage. That's what we gotta do.
Problems basically solve themselves, see?
Oh, he useful. I see why she asked him to do lots of things.
Shikari, what would you like to do?
I moved 25 feet. I'm going to stand in front of Bantu because he was so kind as to offer me some help. Bantu, thank you so much. I wasn't having much success with the Shrieker, so I'll go ahead and I think maybe it's a good idea if we work together. And that creature's dead, right?
The Shrieker is, but you can make out one of the gas spores growing out of the corpse of a fallen goblin just up the way in the darkness. Outside of the torchlight that the humans would be able to see, but because of your dark vision, I think you can see it.
Alright, and I know that from past experience, my Sacred
shit, you
Flame
can't see.
works. The only problem is. Oh, no, it works. It's within my range.
I wasn't.
My
but I
Sacred
could
Flame
just
works
see these
against it,
three right here.
and I'm going to cast it.
Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3.
When you said the side.
That's a lot.
Just 2 damage.
On a save, right?
Whoa.
That was
Did
cool.
we see-
What was that?
Wait, does that
I
light up
missed
the
it.
darkness?
Oh, I guess that's true. So, Sacred Flame is descends on a creature I can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant
It's
damage.
gonna take the damage.
Nice.
Eight of it. And everybody watches this just for a moment. This thing just explodes into a burst of this
Oh,
radiant
holy
light,
light.
illuminating the back of this place for a moment before deflating.
Oh, it's dead? It only takes 2 damage?
It takes 1 damage. for those guys.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's one of those things like they don't have a whole lot of hit points, but if you're in range, it fucks you up.
Bursts out in a 20-foot radius around it as it goes.
But we're far enough away that we're not
That
affected.
nobody's
Yeah, I think you're 30.
I was blinded, blind alive.
1, 2, 1,
Lift
2.
up like a deuce. Another
No.
roamer in the night.
Oh, that's good. I write that down.
The torch.
Sing softly, my friend. Sing softly.
Breeze and volume not matter.
Shikari, anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'll explain to Bantu. Volume is important because we don't know what else might be lurking down here, friend.
Oh,
Never seem to know everything.
that good point. Good point.
Keep it down a bit. I do love your tunes, though. I mean, never stop creating. And then she's going to face forward and, be ready to move forward if we need to. So that's it.
Rianne.
She cannot see anything in the dark. Currently there are no threats around, right? Oh, wait. Those stick things, right?
Yes. There are
They have
still a
not
couple
noticed
crawling
us?
around the ceiling above you.
Have they noticed us?
Hard to say. Some have been getting blasted with spells. Others are showering down their remnants upon the party.
Move up, sweetheart. You're doing fine. If anything
Alright.
happens, I've got behind you.
Rian's going to move 20 feet. Does she see anything? Her lamplight?
Is there a light source moving with your token when you move, or no?
No.
Let's see if I can fix that.
You should be able to
Where's
just
the
put that
light?
right on there, right? Produces
Okay.
light 20 feet or whatever.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yes.
I just got lighter on the map because of her, yeah.
I'm the light of people's life. And she'll move an additional 10 feet. I don't think the light moved with me. There it is. Okay.
Why is it invisible on my screen?
I don't know. I think that you might be able to just do a token thing, right? On the second tab, just select produces light. Right.
There's specifically a lighting token just for that. There we go, on the refresh.
Okay. But I think that, does that attach to the person?
No.
Oh, see, if you put it on the actual character token, I think there's an option to produce light from token.
There is that option, but then whenever you pull out a greatsword and have to drop it, it prevents you from being able to do that option.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
This is a droppable light source. Easier to put out.
Well, it's a good thing that that person is only using. Try to.
Rien, you get a little bit further up the pathway. You can make out another goblin corpse just on the edge of your light.
That's great.
With what looks like another one of those ballooning gas spores growing out of it, as well as one of those shriekers a little further up the way.
He can't see that.
The soft pattering of a waterfall nearby.
Can she do a perception check, see if anything's moving up ahead? Kind of cut through the noise. A 9. That was
hard to hear anything moving over what sounds like maybe multiple waterfalls. Softly crashing and echoing here inside of this large open cavern.
But Ryan, I didn't see anything that you were referring to because my light source does not reach that far.
Well, you're aware of them.
Okay. Okay.
The sixth sense. Hard to explain.
She's
got
hairs on your neck.
How many things were there? 3?
A
15?
goblin corpse.
Okay.
Smells like it's coming from that direction.
Gross.
And another one of those shriekers just up ahead, also on the water line. So you don't want to get within 30 feet of that.
Okay, she's going to peek around the corner, then bring it back. She's going to face the party. Hold up. 2. And hopefully that means something to someone. And she's also going to do a series of movements, you know, kind of like that comedic thing. Like, no, she didn't tell anyone about this, but she's heard like heroes do this. So she's gonna hope they get that.
Do you speak sign language?
No.
Do you speak hero?
Oh,
I didn't
I
select
do.
that as language.
No, she does common sign language. Holy fuck!
I
You
do
pick
too,
common
but
sign
I
language?
do too.
Hey, you
can't
guys
talk
are
to
special.
us.
She also speaks Goblin. No one asked. She's been saying to the village that she can. No
She
one
should
listens.
teach us some stuff, and then we can like communicate via sign language, because it's cool.
That needs to be spoken aloud to be heard.
But she does some common sign language, like, yeah, everyone knows this. That's what heroes learn. You guys are like pretty much heroes in her eyes. Like, yeah, 2 shriekers, but yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So you signal back, and Bantu's unable to understand. Yastrev.
Yes.
We will pick up the torch and continue forward. Uh-oh. Why are you not? Wait, is it that one?
Bree uses her action to smack you on the ass. You're doing good, sweetie.
Oh my.
Okay. So she's that sort of mom.
Does that get the
Oh,
rage
yeah.
damage on it?
I don't see anything.
Anything else you'd like to do, Yastra?
We're gonna stay right here.
All right. And we are going to go for Briarios.
Looks like Yas has got it. Bree is going to call out to Crow and Ibendra. Come on, let's get up with everyone else. Don't dawdle behind. It's a little bit better if we're closer in a group. Not too tight, but closer nonetheless. And she is just going to hold her action to move once everyone else moves up. Bonus action to maintain range.
And this husband sword of yours that you're wielding, this is a husband who's living, whose memory you cherish, perhaps?
Well, maybe when we have a chance to talk, I'll let you know.
Check your table of contents on that one.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Information available.
Well,
I expect directions.
you've never looked for it before.
I'm checking my records.
Don Bendra.
Don't check Ryan's records.
So I'm gonna move up
EB.
and
I
again,
think that you
just-
should just automatically take one below Crow and just wait for orders.
Well,
Look, I gave
I-
him permission
my
to do his
role
own
is
thing.
to protect her.
I
know,
know. I know.
Trying to move into the area and look for dangers. And seeing none, I'm going to prepare to attack should one show up.
Excellent. Crow.
Bree, like, I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Don't get me wrong. It's just there's still these guys. Look at they're still cute, just hanging up there on the ceiling. And I'm gonna target this one, and I'm gonna cast Hellfire on it. I just don't want to leave anything behind us.
Is atrocious. Taking 5 damage as another one splinters
burning
onto the floor
twigs.
down below.
I'm sorry, little twig. They're so
That is a good
cute.
point. We should kind of be killing any what we see, regardless of like whether we're triggering them as a damage or not.
I'm keeping up with the group, but I'm also like I'm just I'm here for the ride. Just don't. It's fine. You guys go on ahead. I can hold it.
Gilcon Carnage.
You're not wrong,
Kill
Amanda.
streak.
I think you're hitting the nail on the head. Is when we're coming back out, we might be running and we might be triggering a bunch of shit. So the fewer we face could be better.
Just making sure we got our backs. I noticed all the things on the ceiling, which is the only warning we had was to watch the ceiling. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure there's nothing from the ceiling that can get us.
And turns out there's a lot up there.
Please keep moving, Crow. Don't lag behind.
I did. I moved like 5
Move
feet.
a little more, please.
Oh,
Keep up with the
oh.
group.
There. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
I am
Good.
very happy. Thank you so much.
Okay. There's just another one like right behind you, so just don't turn your back.
Yo, Bendra. Crows attacking the twigs back over that first room if you'd like to blast any of them.
I'm not
Yes, one
considering
more.
those a threat at this point. They seem
Alright.
non-consequential.
They're like target practice for me.
Then Bantu is up.
I want to go adventuring. Just murder small little woodland critters in a cave.
That's such a rich, entitled person's point of view.
We're going.
Let's go to a cave where I can kill everything.
I can't kill everything. I'm just really good at killing these little twigs in particular.
From where Bantu is, can he see everything that Nick can see now?
What's that?
From where Bantu's standing, is he around that corner and can see this one down here?
Yes.
Okay. Bantu say, he holds up 2 fingers and say, "There are 3 left." One more shrieker. And we're gonna
Bantu, what's your passive perception?
14.
Ooh, that's really good.
Let's see.
Bantu
actually.
stats baller.
All right.
He plays dumb, but
Actually have 12 intelligence plus 1 modifier.
Bantu,
You kind
look
of
around
well.
dark things.
What about dark things?
I said he can see through dark things.
Yes, 120 feet of dark vision. Quite far.
Pretty decent.
Bantu use adrenaline rush. Orc thing that let me use dash as bonus action and gain 2 temporary hit points. I dash as bonus action. How far is that? Okay, I hope that good. Oh, as I pass this thingy, can I pick up my hand axe that I threw at it?
Absolutely.
I like to throw hand axe at this shrieker.
Throwing hand axe at Shrieker.
At disadvantage.
Watching him throwing axes into the darkness.
8.
8 sinks right into the side of this Shrieker. Roll damage.
9 slashing damage.
As this hand axe sinks into the side of this Shrieker, you watch as it starts to inflate to an uncomfortable size.
Uh-oh. I didn't kill it in one hit. Not bad, right? Oh, that's the end of my turn.
Akari.
Right. Right. D&D. Playing D&D.
Clark! Stop distracting people.
Yeah, Clark.
Clark, I miss you.
She's so easy.
What are you thinking? Whose side are you on?
Shikari.
Shikari, Shrieker not dead.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
Is
Zog.
this
Big
Shrieker-
problem.
I can't see it from here, right?
No.
No, I think there's a thing around you, right? Or like a cliffside.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh, yay, there it is. I'm gonna go, I can only go this far. In front of Yasqueen.
Yes, queen.
And can I see what we're looking at now?
I think. Can you see that Shrieker there?
Yes. Okay. And from here, 45 feet, I'm going to shoot off a crossbow bolt.
Nice. What's the range on that?
It's 80 feet to 320.
80 feet, so you're good to go.
So, oh, but I think I missed though. 7 to hit.
7 is going to hit. Roll damage.
Cool. Awesome. 7.
7 damage. Punctures the shrieker before it can go off.
Nice shot.
Anything else you'd like to do?
1, 2. That's it.
Right. Round 4. Rien.
I'm here. Yes. What's the sitch? Because I cannot see. I was also stepping away.
Another shrieker has been taken down.
Okay, she'll round the corner.
All right.
I don't know where things are. I'm going to guesstimate.
There's a gas spore there.
Is
and
it a
that's all you're
shrieker?
aware of.
Okay, she'll step in front of Bantu. Can I have the light catch up to me? Sorry.
All good, all good. You need to see, I understand.
Oh, thank you.
It's helpful to see.
Rien is I mean that's the only thing she has. Okay, let me actually see. She'll, instead of throwing her trident, which is a pretty nice weapon, she'll throw the spear.
The star scene.
Watch out for that tree.
She'll throw it at the gas spore. That is
Throwing the
right.
spear to gas spore.
Yes, and I just want to check because it does not. If it's a range of 20 to 60 feet, anything between 20 and 60 is
Disadvantage.
it's at disadvantage.
Uh-huh. Anything after 20 feet is disadvantage for you. And then you can't throw past 60.
Okay, she'll roll at disadvantage. It's fine.
got
You
this.
might want to pick up a short bow in the meantime.
You're a goddamn hero. Rienne's gonna go down in the history books.
Wait, hold on. How much did she move?
Rienne Dragonslayer.
No, she can't quite see. Hold on. Whoops. Trying to. How do I roll this?
You got 5 more feet of movement if you need it.
I do. I'm going to move right here. Wait, does that actually help me? Oh, 20 feet.
Within 20 feet, Rachel.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Because the shrieker was taken out, you're good to go.
All right. Spear attack. Fuck.
Wait, I thought it was a harpoon.
Oh,
Is
have you
gonna
used inspiration?
puncture through that gas sphere.
Oh, it hits?
It sure does, and it's gonna kill
Oh,
it.
these guys,
More
that's
than
right.
one
These guys
damage.
are low AC, bad damage when you, if you
And
don't
then
fuck
you
them
watch
up.
as your spear punctures the hole of this, hole in the side of this balloon, and it just kind of explodes into a 20-foot cloud of fumes.
Oh,
You're
she's.
good. You're outside of the radius of it. You're clear.
Hold on,
Wait,
wait.
it's on the center, Ryan. It's not in a square.
It's over the dead body. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, she's just on the edge of this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
her harpoon is 20 feet.
Saving throw.
Come on, Ryan. You got this.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
You
There's
also
I believe you're still
inspired.
inspired by Bantu if you need it. You don't need it.
You don't. You got it.
Ba-da-bum. You are able to basically cover up your nose with your poncho quick enough to throw off like a little poof of fresh air, creating this burst of interior space inside of your shirts that you maintain an absolute presence of clean air and filtered air, and you don't inhale any of these toxic spores. Nicely done.
Whoa.
All right, yeah.
You kind of
Ian's
badass.
gonna turn back to Bantu and goes, it's like the spearfishing of the pufferfish. No, of the airfish.
What's an airfish?
I end my turn.
And Rian, your light goes with you.
I can't tell if
We
Brienne
talk about
is
your life
like-
after this. You seem interesting.
If Brienne is kind of Russian or more Scottish.
I don't
Yes,
fucking know.
I don't fucking-
No, neither of those countries exist in this world.
Fair enough.
So who knows? There's no right answers.
It's a mixture.
know.
Trev.
Yeah. Oh.
My God, I love the way
Cheers.
Yeah, slay Trev.
We will take our turn and we will move forward.
I love
Don't
the
appear.
voice. Oh my god. Swoon.
I don't see anything else. I wish I could see in the dark like the other members of our party.
Would you like a torch?
He has a torch.
He has a torch.
He arranged. Oh, he has one. Oh, perhaps two.
So he can see 40 feet in the dark. Which is still worse than your regular dark vision.
3.
That's my turn.
Alright. Shrieker's dead. Briarius.
Ryan, can I just like delay my turn until after Chikari?
Lucas, if you're talking, I don't think we can hear
I
you.
hear him.
Oh, I can't hear him. I can't hear anyone.
I can hear him.
Oh, hold on.
You're the problem.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem and it's me.
Fuck you.
I was just then making sure we were following the right path.
Oh, now.
Holding your action to move.
Yeah. So if they double move, I don't know if you can give me a double move, Ryan. That's up to you. But she's
We'll
trying
find
to
out.
keep pace with them.
We'll find out.
No bad rock.
Sorry.
AB.
Okay,
Bed
continuing to move up. Keep an eye out for dangers. Ready attacks.
All right. Bro.
Well, I'm gonna do what I've been faithfully doing this whole time, and I'm gonna take care of this last little dude back here.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm so good at this though.
Why are you apologizing for being good at something?
Because you don't understand her backstory.
Oh, I don't. I don't.
Well,
She
you
really got
fly
the
through
last
another one of them.
And then she will
Roll
spend
a
her.
perception check.
Let's see. 15.
Excellent. There's a flash of hellfire that kind of sparks up and fizzles across that last twig blight for a moment, a little bit like a sparkler. And as it does so, it illuminates a couple more patches of the rooftop that are skittering around up there.
We're not done. Guys, there's more.
Sounds like you
I-
have work to do.
I'm gonna stay back here.
All right.
I'm happy in this little nook I've called of my own.
Guys, yeah, I mean, as far as we know, we have time. We don't need to be rushing through these caves. I like this. Going slow and steady.
I don't end up like the bear. That guy looked miserable.
Also,
So I'm just gonna look to Bree and say, "There's more." And I'm gonna turn around and face these other guys.
With that, Bantu is up.
Doom music just starts playing.
Bantu is up and he runs as fast as he can toward the end of the tunnel.
Bantu run, grab axe, and throw axe at next thing.
Honestly, Batu doing this is the only way I know where the enemies are.
13 to hit at disadvantage.
going in the right place.
For 10 slashing.
The dead thing?
That's the last one right here.
Oh, the last one up there. Gotcha.
Bantu can see in dark very good.
14 hits for 10 slashing. Bantu, what does it look like as you pop the last gas spore in this?
He hits it dead center in eye like bullseye.
And it just bursts, sending this cloud of toxic spores out in the 20-foot cloud. Thankfully, nobody's around to be infected by it. Bantu, as those spores start to settle across the back of the chamber, you notice the movement of a couple of clusters here and there that seem to be disturbed by the movement. As some of those fungal clusters start to pull themselves free from the cavern walls.
There's more mushrooms up here.
Twigs start to skitter across the stones. And at the back, where you can see that large waterfall, that clump of plants that you can see growing there starts.
Oh no! Oh no!
And anything else you would like to do on your turn, Bantu?
Have more actions. Okay, let me think. No. I'm going to save Adrenaline Rush. I'm going to save Last Bardic Inspiration. Going to save spell slots. So, that is the end of Bantu's turn.
All right. Shikari.
I just came back. What happened?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Nothing that any of us saw, right?
Everything fine. Everything fine.
We have no idea what Bantu saw.
Did Bree? Did Crow
Bantu
not
have
move?
seen many terrible things in his life.
No, Crow did not move forward because she got excited that she saw more things on the ceiling behind her, and she did not move forward.
We might have what you call surrounded situation.
Can I urge you,
Maybe
child,
something
to
like
keep the matter
hashtag
at hand and not
Hogwarts
worry
around.
about the twig blights?
So it's my turn.
Yes.
I would like to make
No,
sure
it's okay, I
that
got
we're still heading in the direction of where the blight is. It's not at the top of this waterfall. It's still in this direction.
So
From-
with your dark vision and the couple of light sources from the different party members, it kind of helps to illuminate through the grayscale color that you would normally see with your dark vision. And with that, you can see that along this forked path to the right, it is what looks like clean, fresh spring water, whereas to the right is to the left is a much more kind of thicker, more potent looking condensation of this greenish fungal color that looks to be of a heavier concentrate further up this left stream.
Okay. And I can just make out. Oh, if I move that. Oh, that's not fair.
What's that?
When I move my token with the phantom movement, I can see what I would see.
Yeah, you
I would
can.
try and commit to a movement.
Fair.
It's the honor system. If you're trying to move that way, move that way. That way you get real life map information as you move. Help you with it.
So yeah, I'm gonna move my whole movement up to here. Knowing that this is the direction we need to keep going.
You can see up ahead another goblin corpse with what looks like a hand axe embedded inside of the last of these gas spores. A couple of those mushroom clusters starting to skitter their way down from either side of the wall. You can make out on the edge of your dark vision. And somewhere up ahead at the source of that water, something is just like
I can see the edge of something
interrupting
huge.
the sound of the flow of the water in this cavern now. Like it's muffling ever so slightly, blocking between you and the waterfall. Something is moving and disturbing. Like it's falling on an umbrella in the back of this cavern. The pitch of that waterfall has just changed.
I can either go for the spores toward the entrance and you can proceed slowly, or I can send a sacred flame straight at whatever it is in the back of the canyon. I'd rather have a safe approach. I'm going to sacred flame this creature here.
That's a dex save. That's not going to make it with a total of 3.
It'll do 8 damage.
I'm scared
8?
of this.
Ocho.
Ocho radiant damage blasts into the death bonnet. Sprout, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
May I speak?
Go ahead.
Rate a creature at the end of the canyon, but there are several spores between us and them. And that's it. That's my turn.
And we're going to end it there, and we can start our combat with the death bonnet in the back of this cavern.
Oh no!
Can we please play for 4 more hours?
So, who was it that ran to the end of the cavern and started the boss fight?
No one.
I'm still at the entrance, guys.
Exactly where you need to be. Safe
You're
and out of
here.
harm's way.
Own boss fight, except you're the boss.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Ben.
Good
Night, everyone.
I have
Night,
to meet
everybody.
This
It's gonna be fucking fantastic.
That was amazing. I had so much fun.
First session of PSA. We did it.
Boop, boop.
Good night.
No.
Nobody's dead yet.
Yay!
We saved a bear.
We saved
We
a
saved a
bear.
bear. That's
We
the
did
most fun.
save a bear. That bear's gonna
Once
come in and
again.
save one of our lives, right?
Once
One
again,
day. One day.
We need a boo boo ex machina.
The boo boo will come back one day.
Boo's return.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ryan.
Majin
Everybody
Buu.
fantastic.
Fantastic.
Wait, are we
Good night.
playing next week? Because